Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Far and Wide over here at Choose Your Roll, your favorite show on the internet, and the one swamp you want to be in. I am your DM extraordinaire, AJ, which you can sometimes find me playing a game. This Monday?
Yeah, it should be this Monday.
This Monday at 7, where we play our Star Wars game, but I'll let someone else tell you about that. Damn it, Cat.
That's me, isn't it?
Always go. You always go next.
I know, I was distracted.
The TV dinner.
Hi, I'm Kat. I play Flora, the Tiefling Wizard. And you can find me DMing on Sundays at 6:30 Central over at Dicey DM. And I am the proud owner of a new fidget cube. And I am so... That's kind of why I was...
That
It's
was the
got bumped.
distraction.
Okay. Hello everyone. I am Odin. I play Dahlia, also the GM for the Monday Star Wars campaign that will be going this upcoming Monday. I think that's all I got.
Straight to the point. We like it. You want to know what else is straight to the point? The rocket coming out of Bridge, my character from the Star Wars game, as it hurtles through the air towards whoever I decided to point it at that time.
And misses.
It's
It can't miss.
very
It's a
scary
target. It's a
missile.
matter of if you get out of the way or not.
You have a 50-50 success rate.
Hey, still means people are dead, or at least out of our way. But yes, I am Bridge for that game, the astromech engineer, as I continue to grow stronger in both knowledge and power. But in this game, I'm Yordrick, the warlock turtle, who, in monetary installments, become powerful over time.
For an easy payment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get this warlock spell slot for 9 easy payments of 35 gold.
Wow, what a steal!
That's
Yeah, you
not
did.
all. I'll also
did.
throw in this pact boon.
Oh
You
my
didn't
god!
want to reap souls, so I made you pay rent.
Palius?
Yes, that is me done.
All right, I am Palius, your tiefling guy who uses a whip, and no, it's not one of those things, Dahlia.
Yes, it
I
is.
play.
Thing.
No, it's not. I play in a Star Wars campaign, but not in the Star Wars campaign on Monday. I don't know why I mentioned that. I just thought I would. It's been weird. I did a barrel roll through a worm.
Playing a
And an
fucking
extra
Star Wars
PS4.
game, we're not gonna play my Star Wars game. I see how it is.
Yeah, you're fucking right, dude.
Fair. He straight up said, no, he's not available Mondays.
True.
I'm available Mondays now, but busy season in the summer, not so much. So, I could join temporarily as a funny, quirky sidekick.
No.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I'm not in a
that's
location
funny.
for that.
And no one in this campaign is funny or quirky.
Aw. Speaking of funny and quirky, Scrap.
Oh, what?
You are people.
Get to it before Palius busts out the whip again. Yes, I mean it like that.
And of course, Dolly is going to watch, as she always does.
I thought it
I'm
was
raising
funny.
my eyebrows right now.
Hi, I'm Toma. I play Scrap. I hate the holidays. I haven't had my D&D fix.
Yeah.
Hey, we missed a game.
That is
yeah,
true.
and I'm in 5.
God.
Whose fault is that?
You have what we call a problem.
The only
No,
problem
no,
I
no.
have is that I didn't get any games during the holidays.
No, remember, Micah, Toma, and I knew somebody who played over 40 hours of D&D a week.
Oh god.
Yeah, no,
Still
that
made
was.
And they
Yes.
were a
No.
parent.
Huh?
Yeah, you heard
That
right.
gets it.
They explained it to us.
Also-
I don't remember the exact math to it.
I
But
think it's also to a special needs child.
Yep. There was also a whole
Gotta be school
situation
involved there.
where they had games that were on the same day but alternating weeks.
Cat's in the corner like, teach me your ways.
But yes, Thank you all for tuning in. That's our cast, and our intro is by someone who's not me.
I think it was going to be me, and I think my brain has recalled the information, at least in part, so we will see.
I know you did slime stuff.
We did do slime stuff. That was
thought
where
that
I
was the
believe
session
we...
before less.
No, we did slime stuff both in last session and the session before that.
So yeah, take
But
us
we
away.
did. Yes, so we left off where we left off, which was after the party had defeated about 5 or so, like, really tiny small slime people in the swamps. We were sent in to rescue some previous adventurers, including, I believe, the young... Oh, what was it? Basically favored apprentice of one of the guild of the... Fuck, I'm really bad at language right now. Yes, thank you, Floor, Cat. We were sent in to rescue him and his party. We half succeeded in this endeavor, as we eventually found them. Although 2 of them were already gone, but we managed to save the others, all while fighting off multiple small slimes and one very, very large one, which I believe Dahlia and Yordricht killer comboed into oblivion.
Combo.
Kind of. Yeah.
After he was smited, of course.
Man, it really sucks that that spell doesn't have a status that it applies. It just makes you move.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
always terrifying.
Yep.
If it had a status, they could resist it, but not. They just move.
I mean, just succeed on your whiz save, man. That's all I can tell you. But anyways, we managed to let the surviving members of the party lay one of their members to rest within the swamp, which basically just involved taking small personal effects from them and then leaving them to the swamps. After which, we all headed back and realized that we actually wanted to stop by Swamp Lady as well. So I believe Dahlia, Flora, and Scrap went and did that, while Micah and me, as in Tiefling Palius, went back to town. And you guys stayed with Swamp Lady for a while, traded a lot of the things you had bought earlier for some healing potions, did a little bit of talking, but not too much, and me and Yordrick went back to get the reward, as well as to deliver the surviving members of the party and the 2 rings of the recently deceased members of the party. After doing which, we went back to the hotel and forgot to go pick up the rest of the party. I think we never really worked out that part of the plan about where we were supposed to pick them up. So I think we just went back to the hotel.
Yeah,
Eventually, everyone else found us there as well. Blaze and Yordrick had a little bit of a brief conversation about things, but it didn't really lead to too much afterwards. Pretty much the same of just, trying to figure out exactly what our next course of action should be. Eventually, we all met up back at the hotel, did some taxes, or government documentation research, in order to ask quite a few questions about things. I forget every single question that we asked, but we got at least a little bit of extra information. I remember the whip finally helped. It made a difference. Mia and Dahlia both had to use our rerolls, though, to make it happen. But yeah, we got 5 questions out of that. That was pretty productive. And then afterwards, we ended up having a little bit of a visit from the Church of the Serpent, which led to Flora hiding in the rafters, everyone else going down and getting quote-unquote blessed. Palius refused to get down on his knee, and I believe that was probably noted by the priest, but he doesn't necessarily know that. And everyone else's holy symbols were a little bit tarnished, I believe, after the blessing.
In a way.
Yeah, Flora's burned her because she committed heresy. I remember that. And afterwards, we decided to kind of go our separate ways because, as all smart players do, we decided to split the party. Leading to Palius and Flora going on a sort of double date. Why do I keep thinking Blackbriars? I know it's not that. Skyrim brain, stop.
It's on the map!
I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I didn't think I was doing the recap today. So.
It's because it's a double B name, and even though the black is on 2 different sides of the name, it's still in there.
Yeah, it's similar enough. The Bitter Blacks, I believe we were going to basically their estate.
Mhm.
Yeah,
to,
you're going to the Bitter Black State.
Yes.
Flora had to do something, and you to get your ass beat.
Hey, that's what you think, buddy. You're probably right, though. And I
Cannot
believe
see how
Dahlia.
slowly I'm blinking.
And I believe Dahlia and the rest were going to do something else in the city.
They were gonna go find everyone's favorite character introduced in this arc,
Yes.
Tofu.
Who came from the previous arc?
Yeah, but he's still the favorite.
You said specifically
my favorite.
introduced in this arc, though.
Yes. So
Okay,
one of
she's
us is
gone.
going to get their ass beat. Another of us is going to get their ass beat. And
I can't wait for
plus
us to
us.
get stranded on that mountain when we go to get that ice dragon egg and then have to eat tofu.
Mm.
oh,
No, worse. You don't even eat him. You have to taunt him.
And I thought he smelled bad on the outside.
Palius, there's a cabin right over there. Oh,
It was the only way.
It was the only.
but yeah, let's start off with Palius and Flora walking up to the gate.
Oh no.
All right, one sec. I need to take a shot real quick first.
Yeah.
It'll lessen the
Throw
pain.
back some of this drink.
All right, Flora, let's both throw it back real quick
God,
to gain
they're not
entry.
alcoholics.
So Palius's whip recharges on a D3.
Yes,
Yep.
the most accursed type of die, as befitting of him.
Well, I have Fidget Cube though to hopefully not drink as much during the game.
Good luck.
Have fun.
I'm drinking apple juice.
I got gamer subs.
Oh no, what flavor?
Cherry lime.
Okay, good. It's not a YouTuber flavor. Thank God.
No, I would never. I will actually never buy those. I hate it. I hate the names.
Good. Good.
Okay, sorry. The one name I like is Brand Risk.
Mhm.
But as you approach the long walkway to the Bitter Black Estate and its large black iron gate, you can spy manning the gatehouse. He's just a very large figure. Until you get closer, I cannot give you details.
So, Flora, you know these people, right? You've been here before. They know you.
If it's the same guards, they might recognize me. I'm not sure.
I will say, Flora, the guards you're used to seeing are a lot more people-sized.
Yeah. You know, Palius, it's kind of... I have to be honest, the last time I was here, I was rather intoxicated.
Understandable. So, our plans for when we get in, then you're going to see your man, so to speak, as Dahlia might put it. I assume we're splitting up once we get in.
Yeah. I think
Well,
we should see what the what they decide. I mean, after all, we're going to be the guests.
No, I suppose not. Well, lead the way then. Your face they'll recognize. Hopefully.
All right, as
Um,
Flora approaches, you see guarding the gate is an ogre in a fine vest and slacks, holding an appropriately sized clipboard. State your business.
I'm here to speak with Zedric.
And what is the purpose? And also who's he?
My name is Palius. I'm here to seek an audience with Arya.
Let me just hold on. I'm just reading this exact thing. This funny thing. I need persuasion checks from you both. Palius can also roll deception if he chooses.
Oh boy.
Natural one.
Off to a
Persuasion?
great start, everybody.
He is
Persuasion.
unable to. He is certainly unable to hide his slight bit of malice in his voice.
So you're gonna have to step back.
For what reason?
As he's going to go into the little guardhouse, just reach in grab a orb and ponder it for a moment. I've been told to ask, is this a personal visit, madam, or a business one?
Bit of both.
Alright. You, madam, can come right this way. You, sir, I'm afraid, a little bit sketchy.
He gets
I'll
that
say.
a lot.
I will let you try to, if you want to cover it up with some sort of lie, I'll let you come up with something right now.
Sir, please step to the side. We're gonna have to do a cavity search on you.
Yeah, as the ogre puts on one big glove.
Okay.
Think of something
I'll
quick.
tell you let me tell you the reasoning for this meeting. You see, I am relatively new to this city, and I've discovered that your family is this family here, really not yours. I assume you're not related. Is quite big into the sugar trade. It's a very valuable commodity. My family deals with the transportation of a wide variety of goods. I wish, personally, to come to some sort of arrangement with her.
I don't even know if I can ask for a deception on that one. Nothing you said was incorrect.
Mhm.
So I will let you pick your, let me see. I will let you pick your choice of deception or persuasion, and you can use wisdom if you want.
I will stick with charisma and use persuasion. 13? Jesus,
You know what,
my
that's,
rolls.
that's actually what you needed.
My lucky number, guys. I knew it.
I put DCs in here. Alright, you can go on in, but, madam, don't let him go out of your sight,
I can do that.
or he gets cavity searched.
Laura, don't let me out of your sight.
Please.
Don't even blink.
It's like a reverse fucking angel.
Yeah, it's a weird piece of...
The
Please
second
don't.
you blink, I'm getting fucking muppeted.
Oh no. Now I'm just imagining 1 second normal Palius, blink next second
next.
it's just puppet
All the way
Palius.
up. Yeah.
Oh no.
He won't be gentle.
Well then, lead the way, Flora.
Yeah, as you
well.
are going up the very long cobblestone path to the large dark oak door, it is opened up for you. And met with you at the bottom of the grand staircase is Zedric, seemingly trying to straighten out his clothes before he notices you.
Aww. You caught him off guard.
I did,
Oh
apparently.
shit, you dropped by.
Oh, I forgot. I'm actually like a little bit done up too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just sort of clear my throat. And yeah, didn't mean to catch you off guard or anything. Just wasn't sure how else to get a hold of you besides dropping by.
It's fine. Usually, let's just say the visits don't happen this early.
Well, I do have a tendency to be up with the sun.
I remember.
1 second.
Everyone's freeze frames.
He's trying to get the hot pocket to get warm on the inside rather than just on the outsides.
That sounds icky.
It's hard to do. And, like, as a kid, you're not gonna figure it out. You gotta cut it down the middle, the long way, and then eat it like 2 burritos. No, wait, not burrito. 2 tacos.
Hot dogs?
Kinda.
It's a
More like a
calzone.
calzone. Yeah.
I say it's a calzone, just a quesadilla.
Okay, sorry.
It's
My
like an
husband came
Italian.
home and the door was locked.
Figure it out.
Does he not have a key?
No.
That's
It
weird.
sounds like someone's breaking.
Yes, hail science.
It's a long story, but there is a story as to why he doesn't have a key right now.
Okay.
He's not allowed.
Well,
Well,
now that your husband's back home, continue to flirt with the man.
Go on, Flora.
Well, I was hoping maybe we could sit down, have a conversation, maybe lunch, brunch.
Littered?
That could be alright. Did you bring security to my house?
No, I'm here on my own business, actually. I'm looking for your sister.
He pulls out wand.
On what business?
I was hoping to have an exchange with her of some sort.
I'll call the coroner. He points to just a butler. Fetch Aria and tell her it's not violent yet. As this man just the color drains from his face as he walks away. Oh, okay.
You ever get one of those moments where the DM is like constantly telling you it's a bad idea to do this thing? but you
Yeah.
keep
Oh, that's
doing
not
it
me doing
anyway?
that. She's just a violent lady.
I know.
That's what he loves about her.
Another thing, your security at the gate there did give me a brief warning that Flora was not to let me out of her sight. I would appreciate it if you would inform him that that is not necessary insofar as I can give you privacy.
We'll see when I want it.
Fair enough.
I guess come this way. We'll take lunch in the garden. As he leads you out back to a walled-in large backyard, a lot of decorative hedges, a water feature, and a fighting ground.
Man, that's so convenient.
Hey, almost as if she needs somewhere to go, and then she kept staying on the floors. So a butler comes up and just asks what you'd like to eat.
Something simple, light.
Looks to you, big man.
I'll just have some water for now. I ate breakfast back at the hotel.
We got a bot in the chat. Someone want to take care of that?
Banned.
So it cannot be me
well.
right now.
Odin, crush his nuts.
Second it. As
Gets
the butler
out
is going
tenderizing
to-
hammer.
As the butler is going to walk away from you, and Zedric just sits down at a table next to you. It's just really strange if you'll drop in on me.
Yes, well, to be honest, I have questions, and well, I trust you.
You gave quite the opposite feeling last time I spoke to you.
Call me guarded. I can't help it.
Damn it,
What?
If you have something to say, say it.
Roden, to answer your question, I banned the bot.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have to ask first. Anything that is spoken here is, well, stays here, correct?
As long as I can afford for it to be, but some things that are of concern need to be spoken to the appropriate parties. Don't be concerning.
I'm just gonna kind of like look over at Peleus for a split second.
You see him motioning like a zipper motion across his lips. Go on.
Go on.
I won't share anything if you blatantly say you don't want this told to people.
Well, let me start with this. Do you happen to have any idea what happens to people who perhaps shun this deity?
Depends if they have money.
Say they don't have much to throw around.
Well, usually they never amount to much till they're either driven out of here, disappear, or come to their senses.
Forcefully. Assume.
Oh, can you repeat that?
Forcefully, I would assume.
That's assumed.
It is somewhat implied with that sort of phrase.
As now the butler brings out a seared scallop salad with a duck confit dressing.
But does it have real cheese?
I would have cheese.
Because these Cheetos got real cheese.
Go home.
I am home.
Scrap your
Go to,
drink.
go to someone else's home.
No.
Well, I'm just gonna kind of. I'll thank the butler, give him a little bit of a nod,
And it's
not
accompanied
even
by
really start eating.
It is
Thank you,
accompanied
sir.
by a melon soda.
I've never had a melon soda. Are they
Hmm.
good?
Yes.
It is my favorite flavor of ramune.
Hmm.
Flora, is this in reference to today's earlier events then?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I have
What
to admit, I'm
happened
a bit
today?
concerned.
Well,
I've since stopped having you watched. So, what happened?
would you care to explain for her, or shall I?
We took a job here in town for a local guild, and the reward was a blessing from the church. And some of us might have chosen not to participate.
I'd call them wise.
Now the question of, wait, what about the ones that did?
Mm-hmm.
I believe
I'd
both.
call
me.
them wise. Those of more logical faiths tend to have a bit of a backlash when accepting those blessings.
That would explain what I saw then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say there are individuals in this town who've accepted one too many, and they are quite... Well, let's just say they can never be fixed.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Well. Means I'm a bit concerned about weapons.
Well, you should-
I'll look back over at Peleus. I do believe that priests possibly made note of who didn't participate.
They did know the number of our group, so they would have, well, known at least somebody was missing. And given their connections, it wouldn't be that far of a stretch to assume that they would know who. Although I do think you were wise to sit it out. Judging by the reactions of the others, well, I guess we'll see the consequences in due time.
Yeah, I'm going to say, we shall see.
And after
Sure.
that the back door just kicks open. All right, who's got the poor taste in company?
Points to
That-
Palius.
That would be me.
Didn't you try to hit on me?
Oh, no. Well, for a couple of sentences, maybe.
And why are you here? The hell
Oh.
you want?
Well, quite
You hitting
simple.
on my brother now?
No,
Hmm.
no, that's what the other one is here for. I don't really roll that way, at least not with his type.
Expression changes from smirk to. Excuse me.
Notice his. Both
No,
are
no.
looking at the place. Excuse me?
To be fair.
Flora, I'm not in competition with you, is all I'm saying. Anyways, no. I came here because of some things that you said during our meeting that I took a bit of an issue with. In your own words, you said an insult to someone's family can't simply be, well, bowed to. You did refer to my family as a bunch of drug dealers. What kind of man would I be
Yeah.
if I didn't challenge you on that?
Well, one who wants to live, but okay, how hard do you want me to try?
Well, I'd say give me everything you have.
We never saw him again.
Mhm.
Simmons, get the stretcher.
Honestly, I'd be insulted if you didn't. Even more so.
Yeah, she's gonna cast Power Word Torsion?
Good.
I'd be
Good.
I'd be offended if she didn't.
Good, but those were my decoy balls. Nice try.
Never leave home without him.
Nice try. I got into a fight with a were-donkey once.
You just have a special cup made to have the outer part appear normal to trick
Yeah.
people.
It just
Yes. those were
instantly
my decoy-
fails. You have no idea what
Yeah.
my family has put me through. Sorry.
You have
Keep
Keep
abs-
going.
Peleus had the jockstrap of holding.
You'll have to beat an AC of 22 to do any damage to me.
I beat Flora's AC all the time.
Anyways,
Okay, well, because he's to be here with the girl that... Okay. I can't put that politely.
Can't put what politely?
The girl my brother's fucking.
Oh, yes, go ahead. Speak your mind. Be honest. Honestly, I absolutely hate people who try to hide
Yeah.
behind things and obfuscate their intentions.
I'm just gonna shrug. She's not wrong.
Well, I'm not gonna kill you because you chose to be brave and good vocab word.
I wouldn't want to kill you either.
The grinding of stone. She just points to that training ground. Now.
This is either gonna end with you on the ground or you two just in a room. The way this is sounding.
we both.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we've got some fighting and flirting.
Why not both?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just
And maybe
trying to
a bit of
move
both.
the thing.
No, I just love it. Like every single round, we cut back to like a sentence or two in between Flora and her boyfriend.
Oh no, they'll be there to do color commentary.
I
As I'm
love
just
your
getting
shade of
thrown
blue.
around
And
the arena.
Pally is thrown through a wall.
It's
I will
just
say,
a
is there-
cutaway where it's fighting, cutaway to talking, back to fighting, back to talking. One single scene of them in the bedroom with a lit cigarette, back to talking, back to them fighting.
Yeah.
Just randomly in the middle, there's a scene of the bedroom.
I like to imagine. Wait, so in the bedroom with Flora and him, or Palius and her?
Alice and her.
Okay,
Okay, I was gonna say
Them fighting.
that's way better.
Talk-
Poison.
them
No,
fighting,
it's
talking.
just that
Bedroom.
episode of in that third season of Castlevania, but instead of different characters, it's just the two of them.
We don't
Yeah.
want to talk about
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to
Oh
talk
my
about
god,
that.
that's a fucking episode. Oh god.
Oh my goodness.
I fucking hate that.
We don't talk about the
Well-
last part of fucking Castlevania.
No, we can talk
roll
about
your
as we're
eyes,
heading
I
over.
word.
As we're heading over there, I will use inexhaustible if that will be allowed, AJ.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
I
you
feel
just-
like I'm gonna need it.
I'll say that as you like
Hey.
stretching as you walk over, you just buff up.
I'm honestly waiting for her to one-shot you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I'm not doing this to
Now,
win.
I
I'm
will
doing...
say, Palius, you will not be killed during this.
I would assume as much, because then Broden would have to do another
Great.
portrait.
Okay,
I
if
kill
she
him.
says if she says she's not going to kill him and then does, then she's not as good of a fighter as she claims because she couldn't control herself.
Yeah, that honestly would be the case. Let me see you in my
Trust me,
initiative.
man, power word torsion is very dangerous.
I cast mending on their butthole.
Oh.
That's a slow death.
I'm gonna have to go through surgery.
Joke's on you, they've got a knife.
Well, she's got first hit.
Yep, she's just going to rush over, pulls out her 2 personal weapons. Number 1, stop her.
Yep.
Hey, con save.
Okay. Natural 20.
Whoa, he's up. Okay, you still take 9 slash, I think resisted.
No, it's not resisted yet. I have not done the
Okay.
bonus action resist.
As that doesn't work, she's gonna try that exact tactic again. 22 again.
Okay. 25 for the con
10
save.
slashing. Alright, you're still up from stopper, but you've taken 19 damage.
All right, and that will be
And let me check for bonus actions.
okay. Let me see. 9, 1, 4.
Oh, she can't bonus action do that.
Aw, Sag.
But she can bonus action disengage and move back.
Okay.
I'll let it be your turn.
Oh, is he not merciful? All right. In that case, we're going to go ahead and use a constant reinforcement as a bonus action, and then we're going to move up, and then we're going to try to go ahead and hit with that flame breather staff.
Okay, El Kabong. 23 is
23
sadly enough.
for a
Wow,
total.
you're gonna impress her because you managed to land a hit on her.
I actually hit her once. That's better than I thought I was gonna do.
Yeah, as you crack that staff across her cheek, white blood does come out. That is now canonically what drow blood looks like.
Huh.
Interesting.
Huh.
What color?
Oh,
would
is
it
that?
be?
Oh,
Are you
is it
sure-
'cause we're
are you sure
censored? Are we in the 4 kids version?
Are you sure?
Oh, God.
I was gonna
No,
bring
this
up
is
the
this is all
censored anime.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you gonna try again?
Grenaded?
No, I don't have extra attack yet, AJ. I'm level 4. Bonus
I didn't know
action.
if you
I
could
bonus
action.
No, I bonus action continual
There-
reinforcemented. So
There
that-
is more
Okay.
than one gun. It's just them pointing at us.
Okay, she is going to, let me see, steady aim.
Okay.
And gonna attack with Killer, her more jagged-looking scimitar.
Yep, that'll hit.
27.
I will use Hellish Rebuke as a reaction to this.
Damage isn't done yet.
Okay.
So 16 plus. By the way, you do resist. I think you resist the 10.
Yeah, I do resist all of that
Yeah.
now. So that'll be a total of.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I just gotta see what dice I gave her for this power. Okay.
She has sneak attack, boys. I'm
Yeah, I
fucking
gotta see
dead.
Gotta see what her sneak attack die is.
Okay.
For 9 sneak.
Okay, so that'll be 16 total plus 9.
So that
that's
is
25.
27. 25. Sorry, I
25.
can't
Yeah,
do math.
25 half down to
12.
12? Okay.
Well. Okay, and what save is Hellish Rebuke?
That is a dexterity save. For 3d10 damage. I
23.
believe. Yep, that'll save. Do they still take?
Yeah,
Let me
because
click
it's
on
still
the
a
thing.
level spell.
Yeah.
Well, no, some leveled spells are save or suck.
I'm pretty sure. it's
Agree
still
to that? Or half as much on a
Half as much
success.
as
Yeah.
successful. Okay, so total of 9.
That'll be. That didn't have the the last d10 in it. One sec, give me a. quick
Okay, so
thing. I didn't
just-
cast it. So she'll take half of this in total. So 9 plus 8. So 17
so
half.
half of 27, 23. So the half 27, 13. So she'll take 13 damage.
Wait, how did it cast this? I just want to make sure it 1d because it rolled 10 on that. That was max, and then 2 and 6. Wait, did it roll the total one right there, or? I'm trying.
Yeah.
to,
So okay. So the 10 and the 8 are all 3.
That was already 3d10. My
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, okay. That was our. Okay, good. Okay, I didn't see that. I thought it was just rolling twice. Got it. Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. You're not casting this. You're not upcasting it, so it's just
No,
the
the
2d10.
racial
Yeah,
spellcasting.
it's just
No,
18 damage reduced to 9.
The spell for the racial spellcasting from Tiefling does cast it at 2nd level.
Oh,
Okay,
does
so
it?
now, yeah, that was already
Damn.
3d10 in the first one, so
Yes, so
Yeah,
it's
so we
already
just
so it's
reduced-
18 in total to half to 9. Yeah.
okay.
Unless
And
she has
second attack, also with killer. 26. As this one's just she's just spinning and attacking in loops.
Okay.
For a total of 11. We're gonna reduce to what, 5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay, and that's action, action, bonus action. She can't do that funny thing.
Oh, no funny thing.
How beat up are you? Because we're gonna cut
Decently.
the commentary.
Very. This is far worse than you've ever seen Palius, Flora.
Oh my.
Yeah, Flora, as you are seeing her take out her own personal weapons and just spinning and like she has the agility of an airbender as she is just slicing and slashing him 1,000 ways.
For reference, Palius is very cut up, but as you can, it's basically rising off of him like steam, this black sort of smoke, as the wounds are trying to cover up, but they're getting slashed open by like too deeply and too numerously to basically completely be covering up as they're getting cut open here.
Oh no, she is beating him up. Well,
He's
she hasn't
not
done.
holding back at all.
He did ask her not to. Well, she is a little bit.
Is she really?
Between you and me, she can usually. Well, you've met a drow. She can cast darkness, see inside of it, and you don't even know who killed you.
Hmm.
But
I
she
think
said
I
she
like
wouldn't kill him. Someone has to. As it's your turn, Mr. Man.
All right, we're gonna go ahead
Oh,
and bonus.
Do you finish your melon soda?
Yes.
It would. He would be insulted if you didn't.
We're gonna go ahead and bonus action temporary reinforcement. So anyways, let me just check that. On that. Okay. For 11, so I'm gonna regain that. The wounds start to close up a little bit quicker on Palius right now.
I forget. Does this cost points?
Yes, this does cost a point
Okay.
to do, and then I'm going to action go ahead and bonk.
Okay. I'm shocked you haven't used the. Yeah, no, that's a big unfortunate miss.
Yeah, AJ, about using that right here. Is that really a good idea?
Hey, she said go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I could retcon it if you want.
Nope.
Technically, I've reached one of the things, but all right, fair enough.
Oh no,
that's-
that thing here. I thought you meant like the fire shoot. That's
Oh,
what I meant the fact that your staff shoots fire. You can do what you want.
Oh yeah, no, the other thing I shouldn't do here. She might pick up on the fact that he's low-key holding back in a way. But yeah, that's gonna be a 10 from that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my reroll on that. May
Okay.
as well.
By the way, she's gonna insight you holding back. 9.
Do you want me to deception against
Please.
it? Okay.
Use your
Deception or
strength.
performance, one of the two.
Deception using strength.
4. That's a 2 rolled plus my
I
strength.
said using
3,
strength. So it'd be 5. Yeah. She's just gonna get really mad.
5. Okay. In that case, rerolling
You
for
want to
the...
reroll now? Go ahead.
What? What are you sure? All right, fine. You know what? I won't reroll now, AJ. You hit me with the "Are you sure?"
Yeah,
played
gaslit him into losing.
All right, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna use it now. 10 again. These rerolls are.
Literally the exact same.
Roll too.
Yeah, it's. Can I refresh, please? Have mercy.
You
What
can
want.
refresh, but
I'll refresh,
I have
but
never
not
said
reroll.
you can't refresh. You can refresh whenever you
Yeah,
want.
we'll see. But that will be it for my turn currently.
Cool. As I'm gonna wait till he refreshes if he's gonna.
I am refreshed. My internet is decent, so I'm back.
Okay. As just getting a little mad, but now laughing as you are swinging over her. She's gonna try to cut the back of your leg with stopper.
20? Yep, that'll hit.
By the way, she has not. She is not steady aimed this time for this
Okay.
specific attack.
Gotcha.
7 slashing, reduced to 3, and con save.
12, that'll fail.
You're paralyzed.
Okay.
And someone remind me what paralyzed does. Is this the auto crit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me check it. I'm pretty
believe
sure paralyzed
so.
is, because paralyzed is what is on hold person. So
Yeah.
I don't think you crit on a whole
Well-
person.
you do.
Do you?
Yeah.
And paralyzed is also the thing you get with.
So a
stunning
paralyzed
strike.
creature is incapacitated. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. Huh, it's weird that doesn't give you crit if you're ranged. But
Cool. So
incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. All right.
cool. She's gonna now attack with killer with advantage.
Okay.
Natural already crit.
Well, at least it doesn't matter.
So you're taking. I'm not done.
Let's see,
Oh,
11.
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it still has sneak attack.
23 plus 9, 32, 57.
Okay. I believe I'm gonna go down from that. I can't use my
Yeah.
reaction to do a thing.
Correct.
Alright.
That is just one big, like, roundhouse kicky windmill kick down the center of your face.
Can I get knocked back like 10 feet too? Yeah!
Sure, sport.
Ooh.
Thanks,
As long as I'm
JJ.
gonna put the music back to where it was. I'll let Flora also react to that.
Oh, as soon as I saw her foot connect with his face, I like winced. Just, ooh, that problem.
And that is why I don't spend much time with her. She's always asking to see what's stronger, her swords or magic, and I hold back a lot less than her.
That's fair. I was just watching that. I wouldn't stand a chance.
You do. You do. As Arya's gonna reach into her pack and grab something, I'm just trying to find the exact stats of it. Hold on. And dumping onto you is gonna be.
Did you just briefly go Megalovania on me?
Yes.
God damn it. Pretty accurate
She's going to-
representation of the fleet.
She's going to dump. +8. She's going to dump a potion into your, basically onto your face and wounds. That's gonna heal you for 21.
Okay.
To reference, that was a superior healing potion. Satisfied?
I'm just glad that I was finally able to piss you off enough to actually get you to take it seriously. At least a little bit.
She's just gonna laugh as she knows you're fine. She's going to walk up. I guess I'm eating with you. You've earned my company.
Well, Flora, I guess I'm going to be out of your sight for a while. Wish me luck.
Good
You're
luck.
fi- Oh no, she's just gonna go sit with you guys.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, you're not gonna get turned into a Muppet.
Oh, good. It's one thing to get my ass beat by Arya. It's another thing to get turned into a fucking Muppet.
Yeah, getting a dirty Fozzie is not fun for anybody.
Why?
It's a joke from Ted.
Oh.
Never heard that before. I love it.
Yeah, no, we gotta watch Ted sometime. Then.
I would love to.
As she just sits up on a nearby guard, like one of those lounging chairs, and just goes, go on, I'm barely listening. And that, Miss Flora, is why no one enters our estate that we don't want them to.
Understandable. That was quite impressive.
It was great. I was beginning to think everyone here was a bunch of softies.
Oh, just most of them. Those without anything important to lose.
I suppose so.
Hey, Salkus.
Yes.
Given your personal background, I'm gonna let you roll either history or insight check right now.
Okay. Oh.
Scrap's willing to fight you, but only if you're willing to lose a couple fingers.
I don't really know what's for, but I guess we'll go with history. 17?
Yeah, you know it as well as these guys do in, let's just say, important families. If someone does able to beat one of their stronger fighters, they don't get to leave and tell about it.
I would assume not, especially with...
Yeah, no, you would have been jumped and executed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he would have died if he had won.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the thing. Palius knew
Losing
exactly
was-
what was likely going to happen here.
Yeah, losing was his win con here.
Yep. I'm
You are
playing
also now
checkers over here.
You are also
Everyone
now
else-
served a seared scallop salad with a duck confit dressing and a melon soda.
This place is fantastic, Flora. You picked a great man.
One of the greatest. Game does recognize game.
You know, if she ever wants to spar again in a more private session, maybe I can actually go all out with her.
He's gonna do that again.
What'd you say, AJ?
She's just gonna do exactly that again.
Oh, I know.
He's like, I'm into it. I'm fine.
This one's weird. I missed the fire one.
The fire one is far too judgmental, trust me. You'd hate having her around here.
She's less icky.
You have to give her something. She speaks her mind.
Mm-hmm. And I respect that. Time and place, but I respect it. Oh, you feel a tinge of weird respect down your spine.
Duh.
But again, you had something to talk about, so get on with it. Violence sours my appetite. Poke the tieflings.
I'm waiting for Flora. Violence has the exact opposite effect on me. I'm absolutely famished.
If you want something more substantial, just ask.
Well, this is fine for now. I don't want to be too loud when I'm eating. Be bad company.
Blink, blink, blink.
You came here for him. I came here for the other one. You go off.
Yeah, you have to.
I know. I'm just, it's untrustworthy.
Who?
Well, not untrustworthy. The other way around. I'm paranoid. That's what it is.
What would Palius actually know of, like, what Flora was trying to get out of this? I'm trying to remember exactly what she said last
Basically,
I don't
everything we
know.
discussed when we were doing our homework.
Okay.
When we learned about their luncheon and their rival, not really rival company, but yeah.
Well, I believe Flora did have some questions about another company within the city here. And perhaps a little bit of the religious variety and some other things, possibly. Personal things she didn't want to mention to me.
Oh, trust me, there are some personal things about me I hope she did not mention.
Well, the fiery one who speaks her mind so often has been pretty certain to keep those details closed up, if it makes you feel any better.
Good. So, Place, you are offered a cigar if you'll take one.
Oh, good. I don't usually smoke, but I'll make an exception. That was satisfying.
You look like you need to relax anyway, so out with it, busy schedules.
Well, I suppose I'll just be straightforward then.
Helpful.
I'm really curious about the financial profits of this church.
You're asking if we know how much money they make?
More rather if you know anything about money that conveniently disappears.
Not like money can disappear. It's just spent somewhere that people don't need to know. Certainly your friend over there knows how that shakes down.
Guilty as charged.
So let me ask you this. Your business propositions and such, have they gotten better or worse since this new deity came into town?
Oh, that stayed the same, actually. When you're the linchpin of a land's economy, you tend not to be messed with in any way, shape, or form. This town can't afford to exist without us. You run it in all but name. And
Even
actually
gods
running
can't
it.
control economics.
Nobody can. Gutters.
So, then tell me, what's the deal with the Silver Tide?
Oh, it's a shipping company run by this young tabaxi fellow who inherited it from his father. After his father, unfortunately, passed away, it's a third generation company, actually. They mostly deal in bulk merchandise, import, export, the like. As you can tell, there's some things that this landscape does not give. Why do you ask? What do you need shipped in?
I think I'm more curious about what's being shipped in and out.
Well, we can tell you what's part of what's being shipped out.
Care to?
Gestures to his estate. Care to guess?
Right. Sugar.
I mean, entirely honest, I think we're barking up the wrong tree if we're looking for the slimy details off of where some of the tax money is going. Oh,
Probably
So
right.
I couldn't tell you much. I can make an educated guess. Part of it could just be their small products not worth documenting. Lord of the family might owe something to somebody, or someone, or maybe some groups need to be kept out of here. If I had to take a wild guess, I'd say there's a reason the only mercenary company is the Raging Geese. They're all mostly horribly incompetent, sans a short few. Keeps the illusion of safety, but lacks the risk of actual muscle.
And without competent mercenaries and men-at-arms, it's
Nobody
less likely
to
that they'll get any
dismantle.
ideas about changing who's in power.
Correct. Should there be some sort of rebellion and they were to get involved, I doubt the Order of the White Rose could even repel them.
The Order of the what now?
Oh, it's the Lord's family's personal quote-unquote knights there. We're not Leonians, so there's no real reason to have knights, but yes, it's the soldiers that personally serve the Earhart family.
And you would say that they're the only ones that defend the Lord's family in this church.
Well, there's the city guard, but those are paid employees, not genuinely loyal people. They could have their own personal opinions. The White Rose will not. and defending the church itself, well, those priests are potentially dangerous, as are any of the more, let's just say, religious warriors. Some might call them Templars. Yeah, they got Templars, baby.
Nothing is worse than someone who decides to murder for a sense of self-righteousness.
I don't know, lobotomy by soup spoon sounds terrible.
That actually does sound pretty bad, but, you know, morally speaking.
So, this might come across as rather harsh, but again, I'm straightforward. Your family has essentially paid for the church to keep their nose out of your business?
Not so much paid them as threatened to leave.
Which would make sense as to how you can operate without them being involved.
Indeed.
Oh. What are we doing here, Palius?
Me, I came for a good fight, and I got what I came for.
I meant in this town.
I believe that is the fiery one's modus operandi.
And here I thought you were here to see me. What a shame.
Well, Flora, you could certainly spend some time with him. Of course, if you are, I would like to be able to leave. I think, Flora, you should ask yourself what you would like to do here.
You
And
hear
who
a
you would
glove
like-
being put on.
What was that?
No.
Yeah. Flora, I think you should ask yourself what you hope to gain out of here instead of simply relying on other people to give you purpose. Did you really just come here simply because you had some questions pertaining to a concern of Dahlia's? Or are you like me and you came here of your own prerogative, for your own goals?
Just giving Peleus a slightly twisted expression while staring.
Arya just speaks up. Okay, whatever you're paying him, pay him more. Get your feet out of the mud.
I have some training to do, quite clearly. And perhaps I'll find some other business in the city. In the meantime, I say I get my permission to leave your sight, as to avoid an unwanted fate, and leave you to think about what I've said, and perhaps to do something that you want to do.
Arya will get up and escort you to the door. Yeah, we don't need you to break, or else it sounds like your friends will paralyze themselves just trying to think.
Oh, honestly, sometimes I think they don't have any idea what they're doing or what they want. At least a couple of them.
You seldom do. As she is taking Peleus to the front door so he does not get muppeted.
Yeah!
Damn it! I was hoping that you get muppeted, have to come back, and you play a fraud character and call it Kermit.
I have a horrible Kirby impression, I'm gonna try.
Where No, where Fozzie Bear?
So yeah, I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go and. I mean, honestly, I might just go back to our hotel room and basically train calisthenics and shit for a while.
Push-ups.
Yeah, Flora, you do whatever you're gonna do.
He's doing lunges the whole way home.
Why is that guy walking so fucking weird? He got muppeted.
Oh yeah. Feel it.
Feel the burn.
In fact, this burns like hell.
Pain is just weakness leaving the body.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, boy, you're now left alone with Zedric.
Well then. I guess I'll just look over at Cedric and be like, obviously you can tell I'm not a words person.
That is your own limitations you put on yourself.
Mm. The short of it is, I came here to try and get some information. I feel there are a lot of people in this city that are pressed underneath the thumb of a religion that they have no other option but to believe in, which is wrong, and I'd like to help them.
Arya speaks up after coming back. So you want to kill a god?
That would probably be the shortest way to say it, yes.
There's one easy way to do it. You won't like it.
Go on.
If you want to kill a god, kill all the believers. Which I do not suggest you do, as that would involve turning the city into a glass floor. And we
It's
live
not
here.
exactly the way I was hoping to go about it.
That was just the easy way to kill a god. Gods can't exist if no one's alive to believe in them.
Can't always take the easy way out now, can we?
Some can't. If you want to get it at least away from here, you'd need the lady of the city to either disappear and someone more in your corner gets put in charge, or have her make an order to exile the faith. Otherwise, someone needs to control that girl. Gods know it's too easy to do so, and looks like someone who you disagree with is doing it.
That is a suspicion that we had. Truth be told, that's pretty much what we've been doing the entire time we've been here.
But you've been trying to control the lord of the city since you've
Trying to figure out who is controlling the Lord of the City. And why.
been. You have a short. I'm telling you, there's probably a short list of potential suspects. And something in me says you think I'm one of them, or my family is one of them.
I'll admit a mild suspicion in the beginning.
You give us too much credit. You're looking at the two spare children that are barely tolerated.
Well. Then if you're not part of this, is there any possibility I can count on you to be in my corner?
Depends on what I seek to gain from it.
That's a fair point. You do seem to be able to sort of pay your way out of most everything.
Pay our way out, kill our way out. At one point, I had to, let's say, use the polite word charm my way out.
Mind control.
Dahlia was right.
What if we could work together and find a way to have someone from your family take that seat of power?
And I'd say you've probably either made a lucky guess or know what might already be in motion. Or attempted. I've mentioned it to you that I had tried to, I should say, romantically intertwine myself with the Lord of the City, but she was a little too young for me. So my parents didn't stop at me.
Is that so?
Yeah, as I told you, we are the barely tolerated children. What does that tell you?
So then who's the current proposition?
Our younger brother. Neither of us can do nature magic, so we weren't wanted.
And how is he faring with that?
However Mother wants him to. Let's just say he's the good child.
Whether he wants to be or not.
Mhm.
It's all he knows what to do.
Well, the least I can say is that we would be willing to assist in any way we can. For reasons that you may or may not understand, we believe that this deity is not a good thing for this.
I have some idea that may help you or may do worse for you, but I will leave that up to you. I could possibly arrange a meeting with my mother.
Would this be a meeting with just me or my entire group?
Those who you think would be more suited for business. Bring them all if you want, bring none of them if you want. I won't be present. I cannot be.
Whispers under breath, pretty much everybody.
I didn't.
Was it?
You cut out.
Yeah.
I said whispers under breath, pretty much everybody but me.
Well, you're gonna have to come because you're the one who's getting the meeting.
You have to.
I
You have
know.
to meet the parents, Flora.
Yep, come on. Get the mom.
God. I wasn't even thinking about it that way. I'm over here like business, all business.
And he's over here like my business. Well,
I think it sounds like a step in the right direction.
just know, should things not go her way, your best case scenario is you will all forget it ever happened. And your worst case scenario is that you don't get to tell the tale. Keep that in mind.
Hmm. It sounds like another Friday.
A Friday.
Sorry.
Calendar.
They're the phrase.
Expression back in where I'm from.
What the fuck is Friday?
A horse. Advantage
Alright, you
next
win.
time, yeah.
Yeah, you win. I'm gonna mail you a cookie,
Damn right.
even though your name is not on your mailbox.
My last name is now. Which is funny, because
What
it's
did
still Evans first.
I say, did you put like an S just on the sticker?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, go on.
I'd like to give it a shot then.
Spectacular. Now, with business out of the way, what are you doing until dinner?
Absolutely nothing.
Would you like to add me to the schedule?
Everyone's being forward today. Look at that.
Right?
He took a page out of Palius.
Yeah, attaboy.
He did say game recognized game.
Sure.
Neat, and now I will roll his performance check.
To be fair, how many guys has gone on even a small, like, meal with his sister and lived to tell the tale?
Natural 20. With his +8.
Yeah. Man whore. Yeah.
He's good at one
let's
thing.
Just say, well, let's just say he's good at a lot of things. Let's say you are busy till dinner. Now we're gonna cut away from Flora to the reptiles in the flame.
I like to imagine the reptile characters like to just be near Dahlia because she feels warm. So it's just like,
That Dahlia is why we're friends. Yeah, go ahead, reptiles and other.
All right, we should probably do something until I get back.
I thought we were going to go talk to the crazy juggling guy.
Yeah, we are. Real quick though, Quackers, can you go deliver this for the spot for me?
He gives a duck salute, puts it in his bill, and flies away.
Oh, he's such a good helper. All right.
So wait, where is it being delivered? Just
Yeah, where's it
I will.
going?
I'll message you.
okay.
I heard spa.
Spa?
I heard spa.
To be fair, I don't even know there's a spa in this town.
I'm just sort of watching that happen and listening. What was that about?
We should go visit chickens.
Man, I don't think Dahlia's ever met.
I don't think she has.
Crosses his arms. What was that about?
We will find out.
No, I'm confused.
Anyways.
Even the DM doesn't know what the fuck Dolly's doing.
What that Dahlia doing?
Did that one news article we found about Gus have a picture, or was it just written?
It was just written. There's no cameras.
Fair enough. I don't know if there was like artist rendition or not.
What
Yeah,
time
it's
of
like
day
so-
is it currently?
Oh, it is just after breakfast.
Did Gus seem like the type of dude who would be at a bar for breakfast?
I will say no. He probably wouldn't be.
I mean, we could check by that what was it? Flying.
Why?
Star-
You can, but I will ask, why do you think Gus Chickens is there?
Dalla's gonna suggest we check the bar that you guys saw him at last, because then we can at least ask the bartender if he knows anything about where he is. She'd also like to pick up a juggling kit on the way.
Juggling kit.
I'll say you could get a little thing of juggling balls for like 3 silver pieces.
All right.
Go back some balls.
Anything's a juggling kit if you try hard enough.
Yeah, he
and
can
you're
just
not a
juggle
pansy.
people.
Hey, she was
Yeah,
told that this
yeah,
guy
that's-
can juggle.
Yeah, if he had the strength stat, he could juggle kobolds.
Shows up with 3 chainsaws. Let's go.
Invented the chainsaw, huh?
Yeah, invents the chainsaw on the way over.
Yeah, so are we gonna check the bartender first, or are we gonna check what did Yordrick say?
Am I
He said the
remembering?
raging geese base, but then I asked him why, and he never.
I thought I thought I remembered him being there at one point.
No.
No, he was
Oh.
at the very poor end tavern where
Yeah.
instead of beer,
River
we just
trough.
had swamp water from
Yeah.
the river.
No, they,
Yeah,
Donkey
slug
beer,
snake.
baby.
I don't know why I thought I remembered him being at the rage.
That was
Is-
the
is
last
2
place.
bars,
That was
yeah.
another place. Yeah, it was another like bar-like place in the poor district. So
Yeah, it's a private club.
yeah.
That might be
Yeah.
why I'm thinking I saw him there. Might just be misremembering entirely.
I'm a paladin.
Of course you
Oh
are.
my.
Gus. Now pay your tab.
I got promoted.
All right.
I used to be a revelry paladin.
Oh, that's sad now.
Dolly's
Then they
gonna
stopped respecting me.
head over to the
Now
bar.
I'm a paladin, throwing it back for the homies who perished in holy fire.
He's
It
a
wasn't holy
revelry
fire.
paladin, and that's when he stopped being a respected juggler and he lost his powers.
Yeah.
Now I seek vengeance.
I will say you can investigation check to try to find Gus Chickens.
I mean, Dalla's just gonna ask around.
I'd assume we could go there and ask if anyone's seen him first and foremost,
Sure.
and then
Yeah,
if not,
Gus
to see if
Chickens-
people.
It just feels to me
Yeah, man.
like someone everyone knows in the town. And like, oh yeah, Gus. Yeah.
I mean,
you know,
he is famous technically.
He
I
yeah.
can do an investigation.
Dalla's just gonna ask
Okay,
around
scram.
people. Have you seen this man?
Is it an open investigation or is it
When
one?
in three.
Yeah, it's open.
Can I persuade to see if I can get people to tell me?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
14. Oof.
5.
Asking around, just some people on the way, and Scrap even thinks he spots him. They say Gus Chiggins is fishing down by the river.
Alright. Dahlia's gonna grab some of alcohol. Do you guys tell her that she drinks the swamp shit?
I believe we would just tell you the general information, considering we saw him in the paper. We would have brought up the idea of maybe questioning him since he's been here since.
Yeah.
So
Scrappa would specifically tell you the words, I saw him chew chunky alcohol.
She will go
Dahlia,
and
you were
grab.
getting chunky beer.
She will go and grab a thing to go of that chunky beer.
Gives it to you in a bucket.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say, he does give it to you in a bucket.
Oh no.
Alright,
Enter a bucket of
how much?
swamp mix it. Let's just say, because a bucket is a lot, that's gonna be a whole silver piece.
she'll get it. She was like, yeah. Alright.
It bubbles a little.
I cast diplomancy.
Alright. So strap yourself.
Oh yeah, as a former bartender, this disgusts me.
Oh, I'm sure it does. She's not holding it close to her.
It looks like oatmeal.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Like dark green oatmeal.
let's go find him and give him his. Let's give him
Hey.
this.
Why wouldn't you just get him better alcohol?
Because it sounds like he likes this shit.
Or it's just all he can afford and was
There's
in the
nothing
area when we
to
found
say.
him.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't sound like he complains very much.
Whatever, you're the bartender.
As you go, I'll say it's like a half hour out of town, sitting on the riverbank with a small, danky fishing rod, which looks like he made it himself out of a branch, is
The
Gus Chiggins fishing by the river.
The bucket somehow is getting warmer the longer
It
it's out.
is!
Oh
Thanks,
no.
Micah.
It's having a chemical reaction.
Why?
It's being exposed to air.
Halfway, Dolly's gonna look at Strap and go, "Why is it vibrating?"
I would recommend not breathing in the fumes.
Now, Toma, intelligence check.
He just sort of looks at. I think it's venting gas too. I said intelligence check.
Bardic inspiration. Dolly wants to know what this is with her pleading eyes.
Call out your numbers.
Another 23.
23.
Plus 3, so 26.
I messaged it to you so you can have fun with that.
Strap.
Scrap things for a second. Dahlia, could you hold that? Could you give that to me for a second?
Give it to you. Okay, just I need it, cause.
He puts it down on the ground. We should run. He just runs away.
She's gonna follow.
Flat bomb.
She's gonna follow as fast as she fucking can.
Yordrick.
Yeah, the other two just kind of run away. Yordrick takes a second out of confusion, then starts moving away.
As it does burst. Splattering on the back of Yordrick's shell because he was a little too slow.
I was gonna say, why do I imagine this one of those cartoon scenes where Yordrick wasn't quite far enough away, so he just ploop into his shell and is like spinning on the ground?
Correct.
Turned into a fucking Koopa shell.
Yep, Yordrick Koopas himself.
He just
I haven't gotten to
watches
use
that
it
and he's
yet,
just like,
so what?
I don't think anyone should be drinking that.
You
Yordrick pops out of his shell. You think?
Brain cell.
How far did it take for that to happen?
Oh, you can see Gus. You could walk over it easily.
Is there any
Did
left
he
in the
react
bucket?
to the explosion?
The bucket exploded.
I'm assuming that made noise.
He's just
Yep. And
Scrap just sort of
shakes. Gus just turns. Quit scaring my dinner.
Sorry.
Scrap just sort of rubbing his chin a bit. I think there was potassium in that.
Yordrick is gonna prestidigitate the goop off of him.
It struggles to get off of you, even with magic, but it does.
It has anti-magic properties. Oh no! Chemical warfare at a new level.
I don't suppose any of you guys have alcohol.
No, Micah, that's prohibited by the Scrap Neva Convention.
Hmm.
No? No alcohol?
Yordrick just shakes his head no.
I'm checking. Give me a second.
Damn it, the alcoholic isn't here.
I'm pretty sure all my alcohol's at home. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my alcohol's at home.
As Gus Chiggins goes back to fishing.
Looks over at Gus. Gus, are you aware that what you've been drinking has potassium in it?
I don't know what that is. Love game.
Apparently it can
Bananas.
explode.
Alright.
Wait till y'all learn what's in bananas.
Dahlia is going to walk over, point out some rations instead. Hey, sorry, Chickens.
Hey.
I have some questions for you. Also, I got some
Oh,
food here if you
peaches.
want them.
Fine. Everyone gotta ask Gus weird questions.
Alright. I heard you were a juggler.
I was a respected juggler.
Oh,
Back
great.
in the day.
Having too much potassium can lead to heart attack and death.
Mm-hmm.
It also takes 30,000
you
bananas
need it-
to kill you by radiation poisoning.
But you need the potassium, or else your body will suffer horrible cramps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could overdose on like oranges as well because of
Yeah.
vitamin.
Anyways.
Anything in excess can kill
Any
you.
vitamin.
Anyways.
To say, I'll tell you about minimum lethal dosage later.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm just gonna. Do you want the long version or the short version?
Whatever doesn't scare the fish, so just don't shout.
Okay.
Well, the good news is the bucket only exploded because it was exposed to air for a longer amount of time than it normally would be.
Okay, but there's that one explanation. Also, we heard that like you used to be a juggler back, before the church got here. There's a giant party that you performed at.
I performed at many parties, and I was a respected juggler for many years.
So
You
then, like,
have to be a little bit more specific, Missy.
What's the difference between a juggler and a respected juggler?
What
I'd
do you
assume getting
think?
paid.
Respect.
No, the regular juggler dropped the ball.
huh?
Look at the soundboard.
Performance.
Dahlia can't help but laugh at that slightly. She's gonna give you a bardic.
16 plus?
3, so it's 19.
19. Gus Chiggin's stuff was a laugh. That was horrible, but you are allowed to continue sitting.
Anyways, I was just wondering if you had any connection to the church, or we know that you give information to the Bitter Blacks. So,
Oh, a lot of people will be asking Gus Chiggins a lot of questions this week.
like who?
Gus Chiggins ain't got no reason to not answer.
No reason to not answer.
So,
Yes, you're under. It's a double negative. Keep up.
yeah.
You sassing me, boy? You
No, I'm
didn't even know
fapping
you
him.
was a reptile.
I was just trying to make sure if I had that in my head right.
Anyways, I was hoping that, like,
love
I
that
mean,
that's
come
what
on,
you
you're
remember
around
from
all the
favorite.
time. What have you seen? Who do you know? That refers
know
to the
about what?
church.
Well, I think I told your friend Paul about this, but Gus Chickens knew some other unfortunates that you don't see around no more.
Anyone, like, ever get away, though? Like, run into the swamp or anything?
Oh, some tried to run to the swamp, but the legends say the stitched man took him and added to himself. Others say it was probably just alligators.
Were
Now I
any of your
want-
friends a part of any of those groups that...
Well, the
Oh.
friends of Gus Chickens left a while ago, Sonny.
Hmm.
Where'd they go?
Gus Chickens don't want to go nowhere else.
Does the church ever bother you?
I think it's because I still got the respect from my juggling days. That or some folks might notice if old Gus Chickens goes missing.
I mean, you are pretty memorable. It's probably
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, peaches.
Say,
As he
I would
pulls
notice.
up an empty hook. My hands are too shaky even for fishing.
I'm not sure if I've ever asked this before. Out of curiosity, this would not cure it, but it's more my idea is more like a Tourette's patient who takes like weed to like help stop the shaking.
We have been over this.
We have been. So lesser restoration wouldn't stop it for like a couple minutes.
It might stop it for an hour.
I mean that's fine. She just wanted to know if
Yeah.
like he would
Yeah,
like to
yeah, because
juggle.
we were over this, like, no, it would not cure his Parkinson's.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to cure it. I don't imagine lesser restoration would cure it. Otherwise, it'd probably be cured by now.
Yeah, or else it wouldn't exist.
It's more of like she was wondering if he like would like to have it stop for a little bit and like juggle, one performer to another.
Yep, just sort of like looks over at the water. How many fish are you planning to eat?
Well, it depends on how many I can catch. I ain't got no more coins to go eat out.
Oh no.
Oh no. He's gonna trailer park fish.
I throw a non-lethal bomb into the water.
God damn.
Crap.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be a little complicated, but I did plan for this.
Mm.
I mean, how?
I put him near a body of water. I figured this was gonna happen.
He playing the dynamite fishing.
Yeah, he's trailer park fishing. Strap, first, you're going to roll a raw nature check to locate the optimal fish time.
At least he's not giving the fish crack.
The worst thing is, I have a story about this, but I'm a dead man if I ever tell it.
Oh.
Okay, moving on. Okay, now I need you to roll to hit with your bomb. We're gonna see that the damage will help determine how many.
Okay, D8 damage die. Okay.
Yeah, roll the
just
damage
puts
die.
all his
I mean,
stuff in it.
I'm not planning to kill every fish in here, so I'm not adding any.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
regions to it.
That's why I'm asking.
That'd be hilarious. Just...
Oh no.
You weren't planning to
Damage.
kill everybody.
Roll damage.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Now, Dahlia,
Yep.
before this all goes off, I will say you could have guessed what he's doing. If you want to use your creation ability to make anything to help get these fish, I will allow it.
Fuck the fish. You know how much back spray this is gonna come back at her?
Yeah, but the question said, do you want to like make a net or anything here?
She's making a dome over herself with a divot on top for things to fall into.
Eh, it's smaller than size medium. Yeah, as 6 large fish float to the surface and go all over. Let me see how many land near you.
Please roll a 6, that'd be hilarious. Just,
2 of them are 2 stunned fish. 3 stunned fish are just in the water still. Starting to float downstream as 3 land on top of you guys.
They are just stunned though, so if no one gets them, they'll just keep swimming.
I mean, Dahlia will, after getting out
You'll
of
go in the water?
No, I mean,
Oh.
I thought you said they blew out of the water.
No, 3 did.
Yeah, 3. I mean,
Yeah, the other 3 are floating down the river.
she'll ask Chickens if he really wants all of them or just 3 is good.
As much as I can get. Points to the guy with the swim speed.
Well, he
Yordrick,
didn't have a swim
he doesn't.
I technically don't. I just don't have to breathe. So
Yeah.
Yordrick, I'm
That was
asking
something we
this to you as a
sort of-
friend. Do not make me go in there, please.
yeah, fine. Yorick will just basically walk off the pier and go grab the fish.
It's just
Scrap's
As
just,
you,
Scrap's just completely soaked in water, just smiling.
yeah, Scrap soaking wet. You walk in off the side of the riverbank, grab them, and come back sopping wet.
I then
Yeah.
proceed to clean myself off.
see, Dahlia would press hesitation to dry him.
I
Be
can
swift.
too.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
you
but
had
not-
it. I forget.
Oh yeah, but not with 2 people. It's faster.
Yeah.
Well,
Dry the
Gus
turtle.
Chickens, thank you.
If you'd like, I could teach you how to make some of these so you can get more later.
Oh, I won't remember.
Teach the.
Gotta teach him how to dynamite fish.
Teach a
Hey,
man to
Gus.
dynamite fish, and you'll feed him for a lifetime.
You ever met a woman in the swamp?
Oh, I've met plenty of women in that swamp.
Never
But you'd
mind.
have to be specific.
Lives in the swamp, nice little cave, makes these little potions or whatever.
Yeah.
She makes a really good gumbo.
Yeah, really
Good
good
soup.
gumbo. Likes visitors. You should go see her sometime. Have you ever
Oh,
like?
I can't go up. She won't let me anymore.
What did you do?
Oh, I tend to stop by often. That was called a freeloader.
Were you freeloading?
Well, she said she wasn't looking for any commitment and told me to leave.
Oh.
Above game, this Gus Chickens has like over 100 health because he kept eating the soup.
yeah.
Well, why would the soup have anything to do with that, Micah?
Yeah, Micah.
Yeah, Micah.
Metagaming.
It's not even metagaming. He's just making shit up.
It's a hearty soup. Anyways.
Well, guys, at least I didn't throw a lightning bomb in the water.
Or a telefrag.
Whoops, wrong one.
Oh no.
I'm wet.
Mr. Chickens,
Eh?
what... I guess, how do I put this? You stopped juggling because of your hands, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When, if you have an idea of when that might have happened, started?
And now a history check from Gus Chickens, I guess.
Bardic.
Okay.
Hold that a sticky note for.
6.
Oh.
Remember.
Total 21.
Oh.
Huh?
he said the.
Oh, okay.
He
I was
said.
about to say, what kind of bonuses this guy's got?
15, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Gus goddamn Chickens.
She's holding up slide cards for him, like remember stuff like this. Like, ring a bell.
Well, it happened some 25 odd years ago. Or before, or after that, one of the two.
And did anyone in your lineage, your parents or siblings, if you have any sort of similar condition that you can think of, or did this just start happening to you one day?
Oh, I don't quite remember my pa. He was off fighting in some sort of war when I was coming up. My ma was a seamstress. She couldn't afford to have her hands all muffed up like mine.
Speaking of which, can I please do what I really want to see you juggle? She's like holding out her hand for lesser restoration.
What's this magic mumbo jumbo you're
It'll,
doing?
it will make your hand stop shaking. I have a juggling kit. I really want to see it.
Do it for the fans.
Well, old Chigs never turns down an audience.
Right? She'll use it.
Okay. And now disadvantage performance from Gus Chickens because it's been a long, long time.
I believe in him.
9 and 11. Unfortunate. As for a total of +3 to each, so. As Gus is able to juggle one ball, but for some reason, as he starts to get a second one going and the rhythm gets going, his hands lock up and drops it. Almost, not due to the fact that they're shaking, but just something in him can't juggle no more. I will allow religion from only Dahlia.
They took his juggling spirit.
15. That's not bad.
Not bad. Obviously you worship the god of performance and creativity.
Mm-hmm.
This god came rolling into town, and for some reason Mr. Chiggins can't juggle no more.
And he
I will
refused
allow you to
leave.
connect. I will present those dots to you and let you connect them.
Chickens.
What's happening?
Did you ever accept any blessings from the temple?
Well, probably a few times when I was performing for their parties.
Mm.
Yeah, I ain't getting any more of those.
Yeah, me neither.
But they used to bring such good luck for old Chiggins.
Did you ever worship any other gods?
Well, actually, I used to be one of them devotees of Monarch. I think. A little hazy.
Guys, we gotta kill the god for chickens.
Hashtag 4Chickens.
As if we needed another reason.
So Dahlia's fuming at the
Dahlia
idea.
go finds the gun.
Yeah, she is
Just
genuinely
make her
considering just
own.
storming
No, guys,
up to
remember,
that temple right now.
Remember, guys, this is a 4Kids production. We just gotta point at them.
Yeah.
No, with that hammer.
Yeah.
He's
The
gonna
Shadow Realm.
think about it for a second. He's gonna pull out some painting supplies and everything and try to do a painting for the monarch.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
We're still that okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
13.
This thing's turf is like the city and well beyond it, I think.
You are terrified.
To the point I can't do it.
To the point where your hands are shaking like Gus Chickens. Tell me, is Dahlia more fight or flight? No,
Scrap?
this will determine it.
Scrap?
Really, it seems-
Uh-huh.
Because if you're more fight, you tense up. If you're more flight, you need to leave.
I need your bombs. As
For some-
many as you can make.
And I ask why. He just slowly reaches a hand over to cover the bag on his tail.
I'm going to level that temple and everyone in there.
I mean, I'm fine with doing that, but I feel like we need a bit more of a plan than go do the thing.
Hmm.
She is just violently shaking.
Do it for chicken.
He holds up a bomb to you. I mean, I can give you one to throw to vent some of your anger right now.
Don't throw it in the water.
She's gonna take one and just throw it at as many trees. She will blast the water with some fire, though. she is livid at this.
you go to throw it in the trees and Scrub's like, that was
So-
a firebomb.
So I have a question here. Hey Yordrick, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, how does Yordrick
Our
feel?
glorious leader is exploding.
Yeah, I was gonna jump in there. Yordrigi clearly is not going to get in the way of her flinging fire because that'd be a bad idea. But hopefully when she's just sort of in that fuming state after throwing the fire, Yordrigi will kind of interrupt. I believe we're all clearly on the same page of this is not a good thing for this town or anyone in it. But I'm not quite sure that blowing up the temple is the immediate response.
Why not?
Well, putting them in a big pile and blowing them up isn't going to level the temple, first of all.
I would hope that Scrap doesn't have enough explosives to destroy that entire temple on him currently.
I mean, if I place them in the correct load-bearing locations.
That does make sense. That would.
Scrap's
Anyways,
whole origin story is mining through explosives.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is a fair point, but I'm not quite sure if we need to do that per se.
I mean,
Not now, Fred.
I'd need the blueprints of the temple. I'd have to know where to put them. We'd have to have enough time for me to place them and not have them explode immediately.
I'm assuming low-bearing points would be internal.
Usually.
Kind of gesture towards Scrap. You can't even get in the temple right now.
I'm gonna try. She's gonna try one more thing.
Okay.
She's going to try. She's gonna. Cause Dolly would have these. The small pamphlet of the monarch. Like, check out what we
Okay.
do. Go see what happens when she tries to get one of the chickens.
As Chickens reaches out, his hand starts shaking and seizing. Like it locks up. Ah, damn it, it happened again.
Okay, well, we definitely know that. No more taking that bullshit from the priest. And I think we understand a bit more how dangerous this is.
Question is if whether that's a repeated exposure matter or not.
Oh, it better be.
This is
Oh
very.
yeah, no, I think if you took Dolly's paintings away, she'd
Oh,
probably...
she would go full scorch earth on this city as much as she could.
Man, I'm suddenly really happy I didn't go through with the whole ritual myself.
Flora now real happy. She was at the top of them stairs.
Yeah.
By the way, Flora, I'll save the rest of your day for the day because of Nat 20. Your movement speed is halved.
At least give her a con save against it. Come on, man. Be
No.
merciful.
Oh. Dog.
It was a natural
No.
20,
He rolled
28.
28.
Flora,
God
with
damn.
your con save, can you beat a 28?
Mm-mm.
Then
That's why.
Yeah.
Aw.
Wait, what about a 28? Oh,
That
for...
Yeah.
was Zedric's
Okay.
performance.
Okay.
Oh no.
At first, I thought you were talking about my bomb causing us to have low movement speed. I'm like, wait, no. That
Yeah,
doesn't make
Flora.
Okay,
So.
Now tune in to see if the group recruits chickens.
I think I've calmed down.
So while I do agree that we need to stop them, I'm not on the idea of a suicide mission.
Fair.
I'm not really gonna throw my life away for this town and its people.
Maybe a regicide mission.
Gus,
Hey,
I think I know what took away your ability to juggle.
probably old age.
No. If only.
But I am old. I'm like 80.
Hey, Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
What would happen if we cast protection from evil and good on Gus?
We don't know.
It might be a bit too late for him since he's had so many of the blessings on him.
Let me get the exact wording of that spell.
It's a good question.
I
though.
have that spell.
Click it for me. I do need to read it.
Until
protection.
Oh, hold on.
dwelling creature tries
Music
protection
died.
against certain types of creatures. Aberration selects elemental fiends are undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures those types have disadvantage attack rolls against the target. Also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. I guess it'd be sort of a
Given
possession
the
in a
current
way.
tone, this is a lot more appropriate for music.
If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect.
I mean, it's sounding like he might be in a state of permanent frightened.
Frightened, charmed,
Well-
or possessed, even.
Yeah, I'll say no. He's not at the point where he's making any saves.
This is just probably a thing. No.
This
This
is
might
just
be
him.
too late on him now.
Yeah. For any of us, though, it may actually do something.
Maybe
Yeah.
helpful.
If whatever we're going against is an aberration, celestial, fey, or fiend. Wait, that's
Fiend or undead.
I mean, unless
Nice
it's just
try.
a giant beast.
Let's say, nice try.
Or
It's a
it's somehow being-
construct.
I
Ah.
mean, yeah,
It's a-
either some
it's
sort
a
of magical,
mecha.
either some sort of magical beast construct, or if what's actually causing the effect is the,
Pay no attention to the man inside the giant metal snake.
Let's say, it's a giant origami. It's a giant balloon animal that was never twisted.
dear goodness. I'm more wondering if the fear effect is being caused by the Great Serpent or by their priests and whatnot.
So we're already 30 minutes outside the city, right?
Yeah, more or less. So, are you looking at the map?
Yeah.
Bat there.
I did originally bring up the idea of questioning if we wanted to test the range of the creature. but that
Dolly was about to suggest that. Like, we're already 30 minutes outside the city, and I can't imagine this conversation with Gus has taken the entire time of the Bitter Black thing.
No. So, if I were to give you a at this point, Palius just got his ass beat.
Okay. So, yeah, do you guys want to, like, go and see if there's a range to this?
Okay, I'm gonna need you. You can do it, but I am gonna need a raw intelligence from everybody for logical reasoning. Even Gus Chickens.
For if this would be a thing?
raw
If this
intelligence.
would be a good idea.
22.
16.
20.
Okay, you all rolled well enough for me to say. The original backlash is just fear. Imagine if you keep testing.
Yeah. Because we know that people in this town have probably had it affected on them multiple times. Gus Chickens being an example of that. Might not be a good idea to just constantly test it.
Crap, I will say there is a chance you could get chickens.
He's now a verb.
And I'll say if it happens to Scrap, we cut your intelligence.
Oh.
Wait,
jeez.
intelligence for gambling?
2 gods, Micah. 2
Mhm.
gods.
Right.
Plus,
So
I
we-
mean, you do got it.
So we know that
You
this
do
is
need to
just
be
a
smart, for
this is
example.
just a bad idea to try to test this because it could
Yes,
just
You
harm
get
us
the
in the
massive
long run.
of, like, and I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm saying possible consequences. You get chickens.
Hmm.
I mean, is it worth it for you guys to find the limits
You-
of this?
So if you want to risk it, that's fine.
Probably not, because if we're gonna deal with this, it's gonna be in their range of the town anyways, so the only real point in knowing the distance would be to get people away from it, but I don't think anyone's really gonna really follow us in this town right now, so
Yeah, good luck going into Vatican City and just saying the Pope is evil.
To be fair,
But he's
Yeah,
got
I feel
big
like
feet
we-
as an assassin,
we
AJ.
do have one group of people, most likely, for the most part,
I mean, I feel like if
in our
we
corner.
tried to get people to evacuate, that just caused the priests to attack us.
Do we have
Yeah,
people that are-
and his,
I'd be okay
Mike
with
is
that.
right. He might send Bigfoot, a vampire, a mummy, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and I think the Wolfman,
And Frankenstein.
and Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
He was actually the monster the entire time.
Yes, man.
They
Portal.
just send a scientist.
Hail
Okay.
science!
Sir Isaac Newton comes at you holding a Frieza-sized death ball apple.
Well, that's as much as I can think of for now. I don't think it's wise to test the limits if this is what could happen.
No, if he's any example of what could happen to any of us,
Well,
looks towards Gus.
Remember what the priest said when we got the
Which
blessing?
time?
He said that this was a weekly blessing.
I'd like to correct something.
Hmm.
No, there is a weekly sermon that gets shot into their
I
heads.
thought you
kinda like
said
Sunday
that this
service.
was
We got a
only...
blessing for doing a job.
Yeah, and
You
I
got
thought
a
that
blessing for doing a
blessing was
job.
a limited time thing. It's why people
Oh,
keep
yeah,
going
no,
back
your
to get.
your blessing lasts a week because it was a very minor blessing.
Yeah.
Good.
Use it within a week.
That's her
I ain't
point.
gonna
Is
use
like
it.
this may be the reason why people keep going back to get blessed though, because it can be a good blessing if you are full on into the Holy Serpent.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're into it, it gives you like a boost of fortune. Just better things
Yeah.
happen to you.
They're very
But
much using the carrot and stick method.
yeah, so it's one of those
Almost
things where
as
we
if
just
the
may have to wait it out.
Almost as if thematically, I'm just making luck a bad thing.
Hmm.
Ooh.
But are you cool? Are you guys cool taking a break? My dogs have to go outside.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to
Yeah,
go
it's
to
fine
the
by me.
well.
Are you guys done with Gus Chiggins, or you got?
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
we are, 'cause we've definitely gotten the information we thought we were going to get from him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do have other stuff that you guys wanted to ask Chiggins, but yeah.
I mean,
I
if
do
you guys
think we've gotten what we need from him, honestly, because we definitely know for a fact that exposure to the serpent is what caused him to lock up in his performance.
I mean, I've tried asking him like if there's other people out in the swamp.
Unfortunately, any intelligence-based check with Gus Chiggins is, I'll just say, is a disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know what else we could ask him though, because what we need is information. He can't recall information, so
We did get information from him.
we got
Yeah, you guys
we got
got
a little
something.
bit.
I think our biggest question right now is, what can we do about it?
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. Is like we have a lot of, we know what's going on. I feel like for the most part, we just have no way to get proof. We have no way to get allies. We have no way
Out
to
of
attack
game-
them.
out of the game, you know that at least Palius and Flora are sort of working on things. I mean, Flora's doing
Yeah.
business right
Yeah,
now.
we don't know
like,
how
I
well
would-
it's going, though.
I would say on the ability to do something about it, Palius and Flora got you somewhere.
Yeah.
So, this might be
Otherwise-
just a start
wait.
where
So
we gotta come
the
back
Bitter
as a
Blacks
group.
outside the game, the Bitter Blacks seem to be okay with us
Mm-hmm.
at
Oh,
this
yeah,
idea.
yeah, at least-
Okay.
At least with Dahlia, Palius, and Flora.
I
I
mean,
would like to get back to the other two and just be like, so those blessings going forward are a no-go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. So let's be right back. To this.
Yeah.
it broke apart, and now there's a bunch of marshmallows in it.
All right. Itch, I'm gonna message you something that Dahlia will pick up on her way home.
Go
though.
ahead. And you guys, so you guys still have time if you want to visit the Silver Tide.
Right, that was a place.
Mm-hmm. Or if you wanna, also you could, if you guys wanted to, you could have met up with Palius, because, like I said, Flora gonna be there a minute.
I mean,
Yeah,
it'd be
if we can,
willing
we
to
probably
go.
should.
Yeah.
We probably check back, see if either of them are back, real quick, because I think
Yeah.
since we were up in the northern section,
So were they.
and yeah, but where is? So the place we'd be going is over in the market district, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but the inn is.
I'd say
Over.
I'd call it right here.
So yeah, we could stop by there and then go west.
So Dahlia's gonna
Okay.
quickly go and get these by herself.
Yeah, you do that thing. Actually, wait. If you go to the market district, why not do it after?
That's fine. I mean, I don't care where we
Yeah.
go.
You'll get them at
first.
some point.
Yes, my point is she goes and gets these alone by herself.
Okay.
What you
So
getting,
Palius,
Dahlia?
I'm gonna narrate your character for a minute.
Okay.
As you get back to the room, Palius, having had his clothes almost shredded by Arya, is having them mended by the hotel. So he is in his skivvies doing push-ups in front of a mirror. He had to check for new scars.
No. What is everyone's actual passive perception on that?
I have
10.
13.
11.
Well, Dahlia, you're not there, right?
No, she would be
No,
because
she
I had to
is.
pick these up later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
AJ, what would it be to make out the tattoo on Palius? Because I'm assuming he's probably shirtless at this point, because everything's.
Oh,
getting
like I
wet.
said, you're in your skivvies.
Yeah.
Probably
I don't-
watch and
it's your
see.
tattoo, man. I'm gonna let you take it.
I mean, it's just a smaller detail. I mean, if you look at Palius' body, I don't think anyone besides Yordrick has really even seen it. Yeah, no, that shit covered in scars. That shit fucked up. Like, muscly, but fucked up.
And that's why I won't let you hit me with the whip.
I didn't do this myself.
Dahlia's covering her eyes, like, why?
Because I lost the fight.
No shit.
Elias, just for a joke, athletics check.
Yeah, sure, why not?
What is this, him to
16?
kick up back to his feet?
No, this is for his form.
Yeah.
You got pretty good form.
I mean, for a guy who just got the shit beat out of him.
Well, well, for push-ups, if your form is not good, you're going to be hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got your back straight. You're doing good.
Which part did you not do to yourself? Because I'd imagine at least some of those
Lot
were
of
from the fight.
I would gesture to my entire body.
Are you sure you hit yourself with that whip a lot?
It doesn't leave scars.
I insight him.
Or a raw intelligence check to remember when I whipped 2 other party members. And it doesn't hurt them.
That's a weird fucking whip.
Magical items are like that. So, how did your interview go?
Well, it's very apparent that consistent exposure to the serpent deity appears to degrade any abilities presented by other deities.
You should really stop calling it that.
Yeah, it's just a giant. What was you said it was a demon or like some kind of extraplanar thing?
Long story short, further blessings are completely off the table, and Dolly wants to burn down a temple now.
Well, she wanted to use your bombs to implode it in and take anybody inside with it.
I mean, it would catch on fire afterwards, so it's kind of just...
Wasn't it made out of stone?
Yeah, it's a stone church.
There's always fire in a rubble explosion.
Fair enough.
He would know. His name was Rubble in a previous life.
Place is going to stand up. So you finally decided on a course of action, then?
I don't think that needs to be our course of action. While I don't
Unfortunately-
agree with what's going on here, I don't think that suicide mission is our best course
Yeah,
of action.
unfortunately, I have to agree with him. It'd probably be a suicide mission. I'm hoping that you guys were able to procure a little bit of possibilities of allies.
Yes, we have.
Good. We're
Oh,
gonna
that's
need
great.
them.
Depending on how Flora's doing right now.
You left her alone?
Yes, of course. Why would I want to be there? I gave them some privacy.
Oh.
What am I, Scrap?
I'm not like Scrap. I don't like to watch.
It was more of a joke that Yordrick didn't know that they had gotten that far.
I don't understand why you would bring me up.
You asked to watch before.
Yes.
No, I wanted to know what quote-unquote girl time pertained to.
Anyways,
It's not. Anyways.
how did, from your interaction with them, how did they seem on the matter?
I think I understand Arya a little bit better. Maybe she understands myself a little bit better as well. As for Flora, I believe she was going to speak with the brother a bit more, and I have not seen her come back yet, so she is either on the way or is staying there with him for now.
Indisposed,
dead.
gotcha.
I highly doubt that she's dead, though. I don't know exactly what she's discussing with them, but I believe I gave her some advice that would hopefully point her towards trusting her own intuition.
But you guys aren't just doing that anyway?
Some people aren't.
Was she inebriated?
No.
Okay.
No, she was stone cold sober talking business with him.
Hmm.
I can see that, Dolly.
Look, you don't need to worry about
You don't
that.
need to know why.
Yeah. Despite if you see it or not, you need to act like you don't. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's honestly for something so small it doesn't matter.
It is for personal development.
Yes.
What did she even do?
Don't,
I saw
don't worry
something-
about it.
I saw something
Nothing,
on
move
the
on.
stream.
Okay.
You can question her later.
So clearly, we need to put a stop to this whole church as a whole.
Mhm.
Seems to be just very clear now. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about being in any kind of right. So,
We don't need to, but I take it that we want to.
I mean, if
Who do you
it's the
think would win
village-
in a fight? The church or the lady that beat you up?
Nah, she'd win.
A building or this person?
Mhm.
I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. She surpassed me when I was holding back. If I had gone out, I don't know exactly what would happen. Although I imagine it would be a tough fight no matter what way you slice it.
Sounds like something someone who lost terribly would say.
To be honest, Scrap, I don't think she'd even have the honor to refrain from killing you if you challenged her, so.
There's a reason I'm not challenging her then.
Good.
I'd offer to fight with you, but I'm pretty sure I'd blow your fingers off, and I don't think either of us want that.
I'm still recovering. For now. Try me tomorrow.
Okay. Pissing contest aside, what do we want to do? We can head
I say
What
we're
over.
can we do is a better question.
Well,
We've seen that temple and how
Didn't you want
hard
to check?
locked up it
No.
is.
Didn't you want to check the swamp to see if you could find any sort of resistance?
probably not for tonight. We'd rather have Flora for that. I think it's better we just check the silver blood stuff over at the market district.
What exactly are you hoping to gain from them?
Honestly, anything. All we know is that they're involved in this somehow. Maybe we can get some information. Maybe we can figure out what is being exported, if there's anything being exported that's from the church. Honestly, at this point, we're just kind of grasp what we can, get as much information as we can.
Micah, do you think they're exporting summon celestial scrolls?
Shut up. That was a
Is this a
good
reference that I
plot
don't-
hook.
Is this a reference I don't get?
It's from my game.
If it's such a good plot hook, then why is he giving you shit for it?
Because it got dealt with very quickly. And it's Toma. He does that for everything.
So what exactly are we to do? Are we to simply just walk up and ask, hey, what are you exporting for the church, by the way?
Are you just in a pissy mood because you got your ass beat?
I'm a little bit in a pissy mood, yes.
Yes, I can
But
tell.
I'm also pissed off with us constantly grasping at straws rather than trying to come up with anything concrete.
Do you have a better idea?
Right now I say we wait for Flora. I'm sure she's
Did
come
you guys get any information about the Silvertide Trading Company?
Not entirely, really. I mean, they handle exports. They probably have closer ties to the church than the Blackbriars. Not Blackbriars. Fuck, why do I keep saying
It's just gonna keep
Wow,
happening.
she
Alright.
really
Oh my
rocked
God,
your.
I'm so bad.
She really sent you for a loop.
It's
So,
just
Another thing that I do recall the detail of, surprisingly, apparently the guards of the royal family are known as the Order of the White Rose. Scrap, what exactly did that seal on the letter you found have on it?
wait, pull out the letter and look at it.
I scroll up to see what the fuck I did.
It was
Mhm.
called the Black Rose. It was a black
Oh, yeah.
rose.
Yeah, it was a black rose.
Considering that the note was found on people who stole from the Bitter Blacks, it might be of interest. It's quite possible that this company has made allies with the church and is working against the Bitter Blacks in some way.
While I admit that it being a rose is suspicious, are we sure that it's not just a coincidence because this is a black one and they're the white rose?
Could also just be a black hand organization for them. Don't want people tied back to you.
CIA.
Mhm.
No, they
could
just
be.
ran. They just ran out of white ink.
That's also possible.
Whoever
if we were-
delivered it got coal.
I mean, if we were to able to look at their logo or insignia or seal, whatever their identifying mark would be, we could see if it looks the same, just in different color. Though
I
that
wish
does seem
Flora
a bit
would have
foolish
actually-
for them.
I wish Flora would have brought this with us to them. Maybe they could have taken a look at the note.
Well,
I'm sure it would have proved of interest to them.
we could always pick her up when she's done. In the
Well-
meantime, though, I really would like to go take a look at the Silverbloods. We don't need to do much snooping, just a little. Besides, I got some stuff I want to pick up in the market district anyways.
Alright, fine. I have to wait until my outfit is done, though.
Okay.
I'm not going out like this.
Not for free.
By the way, is Cracker...
Dolly, you better start charging if I...
Remember, you're the pimp.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get out and work those
Dahlia.
streets.
A bard named Dahlia.
Oh
I'll say
no,
you,
you gotta
your,
say the whole thing.
I will say your outfit's ready very soon. It's just mending.
Gotcha.
What point of the day is it right now, AJ?
Well, they had lunch, so
Pulls
if
out
we
the
look at
orb
the
of
midget-
time.
Yeah, thank you. It's about 3:30.
About a hair past the freckle, got it.
About a scale past another scale for you.
I don't understand your sayings, but... Palace, is your clothes ready?
AJ?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, they're ready. Let's get going.
Alright. I guess we'll discuss as we walk over. Do we want to go
Okay,
in?
yeah.
Just look at what their shipping yard? From a distance?
Probably from a distance to start. I have no idea how to get in.
Alright.
Oh, it's a door. Their office just has a door.
Yeah.
How do you get in?
I'm imagining this is just a rather large post office in many ways.
Kind of. It's more just like, what do you want?
Like,
do you need to get done?
Yeah, are you here to ship? Are you here to pick up a package? What are you here for?
Yeah.
Go to the UPS store. How can I help you?
Do we just want to knock and try to talk to somebody?
It's an open office. Just go in and ask whatever.
Yeah.
questions
Y'all
not-
really think? Did I stymie you with an unlocked door?
Just try. it.
Yordrick will, as a
it's
gentleman,
more of
open
a-
the door for everybody else.
Alias, do you need more healing or are you good?
I'm fine for now.
It's more of I just don't expect them to actually have any answers and or give us any if we ask. Oh, come here.
Well, at least try, and Palius will wait outside for right now because
Okay.
everyone going in all at once is probably a rough idea.
No.
Okay,
We'll open the door for Dahlia.
You
What?
open the door and you get to a secretary's desk.
Dolly's gonna look at Palius and go, wait, but didn't you say your family does shipping and stuff? Wouldn't it make sense for you also to be here just to get an idea of how shipping works?
Logistics is largely the same wherever you go. What do you want me to know? What to tell you or to learn?
I don't know, something more believable. God. She'll just walk in. That's like, fuck's sakes.
Compared to the humidity outside, it's nice and refreshing in here.
Lovely.
We're just in the market district, right?
You're in the market district, you're just in an office building.
Assuming I went in, are there any interesting shops or stalls nearby?
So except for the stuff that I have listed on the inventories, you would have to tell me if you're looking for something.
No, he's just curious what's in the area around where we're at.
Yeah, no, the only staples are what I've listed. Anything else is by personal inquiry.
What are you selling? What are you buying?
One guy is selling cream pies, like the kind you throw in faces.
Oh no.
She'll buy 7.
Where
Ready?
do you?
Time to clown on those.
She'll buy one.
Okay, that'll be 8 copper.
Okay. Done.
It's not a very hard to make commodity.
Yep. But... Yep.
I will say, if you put it in any of your extra-dimensional storage, it will not splatter, it will not spill.
Okay, good. She's gonna put it in her bag of chilling.
Okay, it's just in there.
Okay.
Like, as in you can reach in, you're gonna grab it at the right spot, you're not gonna mess this up.
Okay.
God, boss fight happens. Dahlia says,
Throws
"Time
out
for
the pie.
distraction."
Ha
We're gonna
Stop.
demoralize them.
It stumbles back into the nearby
Yo.
lava pit. It dies from pie in the face.
Yo. Best use of vicious mockery ever. It's just a pie in the face.
Yeah, there's no verbal component.
No, there is. It's just like the verbal component is replaced with the sound of the pie hitting the person.
onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Whap.
Splat.
Yep. All right. I guess we'll enter into the place up to the receptionist desk.
One sec. Kat is messaging me something.
What would happen if I put the black dragon acid into the acid goo?
What I thought you were about to say.
I mean, I
One
guess it would
destroy-
depend on which.
They do
strong-
not make a stronger acid.
I thought you were about to
In
say. I
fact-
wonder what would happen if I mailed
In
them.
fact, whatever one has the greater volume dilutes the other.
I was about to say it technically is an acid and something more basic than the other, so it would just weaken itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, dilute it. Yeah.
What if I took this acid and multiplied itself to create
Well,
positive acid?
I was asking because Scrap would know the answer and I wasn't sure.
Yes.
Yo,
That's what I'm telling you.
Scrap making a
Say-
black slime as a pet out of the dragon's acid. Oh.
He has a sample of black pudding.
Pretty much anything less acidic than something is considered a base in a chemical reaction.
So chemistry lesson aside,
I just
Yeah, what do you do?
Okay, fair.
I just imagine getting the
Well,
black.
Dolly will
Cool.
walk up to the receptionist.
Welcome to the Silver Tide. How can we help you?
Hi, we're new to this area. Is this where we would like pick up mail, receive mail, and everything
Oh,
like
we're
that?
not quite a post office. We deal in bulk goods. Merchants from out of town, or who needs them from out of town, come to us to have it
Oh.
shipped in or shipped out.
Oh, so like the Lord's Manor or like the Bitter Blacks or
Should they need to order
the
something
temple
in large
place.
quantities.
Oh, is that how this works?
We're mostly a bulk dealer, so if you need any sort of supplies, or if you are some merchant from out of town who'd like to ship stuff in, we could help take care of that.
I do have a relative who works in bulk over in Narabani. Could I get that stuff shipped here?
We could look into doing international, but that might run you a bit of a premium, as we
Okay.
would have to go down a river out to an ocean.
Well, how does everyone do it the same way? Like with the temple, like do they send their stuff out through like the same way, or like do they have like a special? I mean, I imagine like the Bitter Blacks have like, they pay for a very special way,
Oh,
It's like
any supplies that would somehow be needed by the Temple of the Holy Serpent would likely be just shipped here and picked up like normal, or shipped here and then delivered to them by hand.
Wow, I would have thought that they would have like a amazing thing for that. All right, wow. I had to give my uncle a call. Thank you so much for your
Okay.
help, though.
Okay.
She got
okay, I'll
she
have
got
it.
information from that.
I was gonna say, you need to talk to anyone higher up. Remember, y'all own a business and make product.
It's true. Just I'm not sure I want to give these people our.
Your address.
Yes, exactly.
Move on.
Here's where I live. If I make an enemy
Well, not
of
just
you,
that.
please don't use this.
Well, not just that. It's more of if you wanted to talk to someone higher up with the authority to make deals,
True.
you could use that as a pretense
I just don't have a.
and give them Lugner's address. They live on Boulevard, which is equally nice to street.
Oof.
Dinkelberg.
Hmm. I mean, Dahlia got the information she was hoping for, so it's up to you guys if you have anything else to ask.
I'm not above game. I'm not sure how we could pose questions to get information from what the church is doing.
Yeah, so all I know,
This-
like what I
this
got from
seems-
that above game, what I got from that was we know though that they are getting packages from here, and sometimes they're either picked up or delivered. So if we ever wanted to, you know,
Maybe
This
nab
feels like one of those
someone.
situations where if you wanted information, you'd have to either trick your way into it or sneak in and get it by looking through stuff.
Yeah.
Or, Palace, I will tell you that you did hear this from the Bitter Blacks. The owner of this establishment, third generation young guy who's just sort of inherited the business,
So may not have loyalty then.
may not have any loyalty, or may be a goofus.
Has
Mhm.
just inherited it?
Not just, but like
A young
he is a
tabaxi
young
guy.
man.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Go ahead and add that.
But does he have need to feel down?
No,
I don't
but he has
understand.
a system of a down.
I'm missing
But he's
something.
No.
No, you're not.
Would Palace have told us that, or?
I mean, probably, yeah. Like, as we were heading there, I imagine he would have relayed that information to you guys. Just here's what I know about them. See if you can wiggle it around with the secretary, I guess, since that's the way we're going.
Okay, and if I was told that a tabaxi, was it tabaxi man or tabaxi woman?
Yeah,
Or,
Man.
man. Okay, I was told a tabaxi gentleman owns the place. If I wanted to talk to him about business deals, would I have to book an appointment or?
Usually a day or two in advance. Mr. Amniel is quite the busy person.
That's
Nael?
a neat sounding
That,
name.
yeah, I was gonna say, that's a name right there.
M-N-I-L.
Can you put it in the chat?
Yep. Swear to God, I got it from Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point.
I was about to say, it sounds Egyptian.
It is.
Oh, because he's a cat. Cat's Egyptian, yeah.
Yes.
Good job.
Oh my God, it was the villain from GX.
Oh no. Which part of GX?
Remember Professor Banner?
Oh.
How he turned out to be evil.
Spoiler.
Amnael. Amniel.
That's just an anagram for animal.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's no I.
You are correct.
Moving on.
For some reason, my brain was like, "There's no I in animal; it's an E."
You're fine. All good. Yeah, Mr. Amniel usually meets with prospective clients personally. No pun intended. So you'd have to book an appointment at least a day or two in advance, and he does prefer you have some sort of proposal.
That's fair. Alright, well, I have to think about it. If I decide to go this route, I think I will be back with one.
Would you like an appointment now?
I'm afraid I'm not high up enough to make one or strike a deals or anything. I'd have to check back in with my uncle.
Understood.
Alright, thank you
if I can't
so
help
much.
you with anything, we do keep some bulk supplies on hand if you need anything for your artisanal needs.
Thank you.
Alright, she'll look
They
through the
hand you a
books.
business card.
She'll take it.
I'm gonna put in the far and wide chat what it says. What now, schmoes?
I'm assuming we've gone back outside now.
Again, the last thing before we go out, and this is just a real quick look around. Just gonna see if there's like any packages with any of the symbols of like the black rose or anything on it.
The white
You
rose.
see
black-
0 black roses out front.
Just a possibility. All right.
Oh, it's better to ask, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for all you know, it could have been if you didn't ask, you're hooped.
All right. And it just looked like the receptionist in there. Was there like a door leading to the back?
There was, but it was behind her desk.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Well.
What now, schmoes? Besides, Dahlia goes off and says, I need to go shopping.
Yep.
So, did you all find what you were looking for in there?
Learn some stuff.
Alright. Anything useful? Something to be used for leverage? Or at least inform us as to the doings of the church or someone else of interest.
More of a lead on possibility of learning. We know that the church does use the Silverbloods to import and export something,
Why are you calling them that?
but
Silverblood.
don't know. Anyway, I thought that was her name. I can't remember. I'm
Silvertide.
Silvertide. Sorry, I am taking notes. That's my thing. Like
Okay.
I'm using my thing to take notes.
See, that's another
Yeah, no,
Skyrim
yeah.
mistake. It's another fucking
It is,
Skyrim.
yeah.
It is.
Fucking hell.
Silverblood.
Okay,
Haha, I
so
don't play Skyrim. I can't make those mistakes.
Now you
Well-
see a man named Rogvir getting executed, and you have no idea where this plot goes because you've never interacted with it.
I
You want my advice
once.
if you
Or
want
am I projecting?
You're projecting.
I saw
Well-
the execution in Solitude and I don't care.
Yeah, honestly, same. Dolly, if you want my advice, if you want something on these people, you're going to want something like their ledger.
I understand that. I can't exactly just go in and take it right now.
Well, not right now.
Can't you turn invisible?
Yes. And it's still, she checks the clock, 4 in the afternoon in a busy office.
Mm-hmm.
We may have to come back here later tonight. Either way,
But
the temple sometimes has people come and collect their packages. Do we ever want to intercede someone collecting them? My guess is not in broad daylight they do it, but they might. But maybe
the stuff you
something.
pick up when you're invisible turn invisible too.
Only if it was already on.
Yeah,
I think.
only if it's already on my person. Though I feel like I don't know. It's complicated how the
specifically if you
spell
put it in action.
works.
Always
The way
the question
I-
of invisibility.
The way I see it, and I always saw it, if it's something that is already on you, yes, it becomes invisible. If it's something small enough to put in your pocket, no, it is not it's not just visible. But I will say, getting out a bag of holding and shoving things into that is a little much.
Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as the target is on the target's person.
Yeah, like at the point of cast. Yeah, that one was obvious. I'm more like
Yeah.
say you picked up like a pen and you put it in your pocket while you're invisible. It's not just gonna be a floating pen.
Yeah.
But if you put it in like a bag,
It doesn't say until when you first cast it. Actually, I never actually.
No,
re-
that's just
re-
what I'm saying.
I know. I'm just saying. I've never actually read into the spell. That's interesting.
I mean, there is the whole thing of, oh, I take powder or I take ink and I throw it in an area to try and reveal a
that would
invisible
work.
creature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would work. But
I think it's more the idea that if something
That's
small
because
is in your pocket, it's basically like the invisibility around your pocket would block out the thing in your pocket. now,
Exactly.
is the idea. I think.
I'd
it's-
So if we were
imagine
looking for
the always
papers,
way
you
I
could
imagined
stuff
it
it
is
on your
that
shirt,
if you pick something up and you had actual possession of it, like you could put it under your arm and walk casually with it, it would probably eventually turn invisible.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean?
So anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, plan.
Well, we could try to come back here later tonight. We could get Flora and head into the swamps to see if there's any other resistant members.
I think it would be a wise idea to wait until Flora comes back, take a rest for the night. I still look beat to shit. That's a part of the reason why I didn't want to go in there.
It's the reason why I didn't escalate it any further.
Yes. Secretaries tend to, ask questions when someone like me comes in, looking like I do. Especially if we're all in a very large group and asking too many.
Frankly, I felt like if you came in and just talked about your family's business, about your exports and everything, about trying to get stuff here, you know.
Might have been easier to make an appointment with whoever's running the place.
That
but,
is a way.
yes. It could certainly work. We could falsify such things. The main thing is I don't know if we have anything to really gain. It's a lot to gamble on. But it
We
could
may
work.
want to just wait and see what Flora comes back with and then compare our options.
Yes. Some
Alright.
things might have a greater chance for success.
I feel that's what we gotta do then. Well, I need to do my shopping. I will meet you all back at the hotel tavern place.
Wait, so we're supposed to ask questions when someone comes into a building all beat up?
Yes, like, who did that to you? Do you need help? Why are
Are
you
you
here?
okay?
I usually just sell them a health potion.
Oh, that might work for you, but I don't know if that lady has any to sell.
That is a very good use of want and demand.
Business savvy.
Scrap is very business savvy.
Bye.
You know,
Are we
it's
concerned
kind of
about
funny now that I think about
being-
it. A lot of the times when I just tried to sell them the potion, they tried to tell me what happened, but they were like really sketchy about how they were telling me, like they were trying to cover up what actually happened, but I just didn't care.
Are we concerned about being separated right now? As Dahlia's just walking away.
No, not particularly.
Okay then.
I get the feeling that anyone that tries to mess with Dahlia right now is going to be set on fire.
That
Why
is
is that?
partially a worry.
Did something happen with you and Chiggins?
We came to the complete understanding of the effects of this place. Dahlia did not take it well. That's when
We're
the
pretty sure that Chickens was a worshiper of Monarch and the blessings severed his connection to Monarch.
Yeah, it does seem to line up at least a little bit. You haven't tried to use the blessing given to any of you, have you?
Oh, no, I'm gonna let that wear off.
Wise indeed.
Everyone.
The fact that-
Honestly,
Fuck no.
I feel like using and he does quotes, blessing to have, and he does another quotes, good luck, kind of goes against one of my gods in the first place. So, no thanks.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
I'm not
very
gonna lie,
fact
that
that
does
my,
sound like a sin.
I mean, the very fact,
Wait.
the very,
Okay, no, because you never used it for anything with luck. I was gonna say, how does Bardic Inspiration work then? I was like, wait, no, because you don't use it for luck. You're using it for like just
Correct.
everyday
It's just for
activities or
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, if you tried to give him Bardic Inspiration for, like, literally gambling on something, he'd be like,
I don't
"Oh,
think
no,
she
man."
would
just
because she
squishes
knows
the
you
butterfly.
prefer the the
Yeah.
gamble.
Hell, I think that like the way I always saw Bardic Inspiration was it is not a luck boost, it is a focus boost.
Now, that being said, if he's doing gambling and there are ways to make a smart bet in that scenario and he takes advantage of it, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like hedging his bets and putting a certain amount on one fighter and a certain amount on the other so that no matter what he gains money. Because I've
Yeah.
done that.
We both have.
So is there anything either of you two want to do, or should we just head back?
I feel
We
like our
don't.
best. I feel like we need to head back and just try to not draw attention to ourselves right now.
Honestly, I'm just hoping this gets taken care of pretty quickly because I don't know how much longer that dragon egg's gonna last.
So a man beat half to death, a kobold and a turtle walk through the streets of a city.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
No, they walk through the streets. They go straight down.
Yes. We're gonna pull an old Yordrick move and T-post through the crowd.
There's not a punchline. That happened to Palius about 20 minutes ago.
I got put
But I
in
will
the
say,
dirt.
you guys get home around dinner. Now, Flora, I will allow you to either stay with the Bitter Blacks for dinner or go home.
Mm.
I'll say things are awkward with that naked conversation.
I'll go home.
You attempt, but he offers you a carriage home.
What a gentleman.
Pays for your cab fare.
Passes Dolly on the way back.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm not gonna deny he's being nice, so.
Yep, as you get there. And also, as Flora walks into the room, she is like a newborn deer.
Again?
Like,
Just sort of watch you walk by, like sitting there still, and the eyes are just watching you go by. So,
Could I have
You
stopped at the
okay?
bar and got a bottle on the way up to the room?
Yes.
I haven't had a drink all day.
I'm just sort of like
I've
rubbing at
spent
his.
one day sober, and now look at me.
So I'm just sort of rubbing at his chin a little bit. I don't think that's healthy.
you okay?
it's been a long while, so things either went very well or very poorly.
You both went to go see the siblings, and you both came back in pain.
Does she look like she's in pain?
No, more sore than hurt.
I'm just gonna look at Palius. I took your advice.
Hmm.
And I was there for couple of different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never understand why you mammals put so much emphasis on the sex. It just leads to this.
I won't ask for details regarding certain events, but I imagine you got some extra information as well.
I did,
Shit.
actually. I mean, I feel it's pretty obvious, but
Mhm.
the Bitter Blacks really aren't terribly pleased with this deity in the city.
They're not in bed with it.
They're
They
not
are
a
not.
deity.
That's all it says entering the room. She heard that from the hall. Thank you, Toma. She
Nice,
heard
nice.
that from the
Wasn't me.
hallway. Oh.
That was me. I always do the but I'm just.
Oh, that just seems like a
Does
Toma
that
thing
go
to
through
do.
on the?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
That was-
quicker than I am
That
on
was
it.
for Yordrick's little in bed with it joke.
Yes.
Nice one.
You know, Dolly just opens the room saying that. She heard that? No.
Yes, Yordrick, you really should stop. Words have power.
That was Flora. But yeah, no, everyone should really
Sorry.
stop calling it a deity. Deity.
You're right.
Whatever the fuck.
The more you do that, the more power it gets.
Mm-hmm.
This being that seems to have control over the city.
Mhm.
I guess you could say the Bitter Blacks would rather have more control over the city.
Not really shocking.
No, it's not.
I mean,
And
given the
I-
choice between the two, I'd probably prefer them.
Do they happen to have any kind of plans in motion? Any intrigues they
Well-
possibly shared with you?
That is something that we may yet be able to figure out. I have got us a meeting with the matron of the Bitter Black family.
You managed to actually secure a meeting, as in we already have a time. And
Don't
date
have a
that-
time and date.
Okay.
I imagine I'll be notified.
Or kidnapped.
What are the terms?
Or kidnap. Huh.
Did they say the terms for this? Who's allowed to come?
We can all go.
Okay. Also, Flora, you weren't there for the conversation, but it's pretty safe to say that if anyone offers you a strange blessing out of the back of a carriage, you shouldn't accept it.
Yeah, I don't imagine
there
that's a
was a
good
coffee.
idea. But we should be
Yeah.
able to meet with her. And I think this meeting will lead to a potential alliance. It might be a bit uneasy, but I think it's our best option.
At this point, it might be one of our few options.
The general idea going into this meeting is that I did offer us to help insert one of the Bitter Black members into a seat of power
Oh god, there was a joke.
And in
there.
return for helping them, they may help us. All of these
Why?
details need to be ironed out in the meeting.
Well, I hope you know how to do that, because I don't know how to do that.
Well,
It's fine
that's
by
the
me.
point of the meeting.
I'm sure we'll be able to work something out. I'm fine
just-
with putting them in power here. If anything, they might prove to be allies if we can help them out in a more formal way.
Be much more
And powerful
comfortable.
friends are good to have.
From the way they make it sound, their mom is the one we actually want the support of, if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Arya's an incredibly skilled fighter. Her support wouldn't go unnoticed. And the wizard man seems to have some sort of power behind him.
True, but if
I do believe that their mother is the businesswoman behind everything.
Is she not also gifted with nature magic as well? If I'm not mistaken.
Is nature magic better or worse than normal magic?
Their family seems to be quite
it's- Go
It's
on.
magical.
partial to the nature magic.
It's unique magic.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Hell, you want to talk,
And one
you
we
want to talk
currently
unique?
don't.
Creativity magic is pretty damn unique.
Imagination.
Nature magic is also something we currently don't have at our disposal, so...
Mm-mm.
Not
We used to.
anymore.
Rest in peace, Bramble.
Well,
I do also know that the youngest brother is currently the one that they're trying to work into the Lord's family.
Was that
Do you know
the
anything about
one that
them?
you've been seeing, or was that another?
No,
I see.
this is one we have yet to meet.
Did they have good things to say about their brother?
He's gifted in nature magic.
Hmm. So, favoritism by design.
It's about what I gathered.
Just for the vibe of this, Palius, since you were there. Hey, remember Todoroki from My Hero Academia? Keep having kids till you get one right.
Yeah, yeah.
That.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm. I'm gonna be honest, I do think Arya seems to resent her position. It's
I
possible
think-
there's a bit of a rivalry between them or something. Some kind of animosity.
Family seems very split, but
But they're likely still unified and keeping their own positions.
as the most powerful family in this city.
Hmm. Well, I look forward to this meeting. Hopefully we get contacted soon. In the meanwhile, I believe we plan to explore the swamp for a little bit, see if we can find anyone out there hiding. Or perhaps this stitched man that we've heard about a couple of times now. It's
Sounds like it
entirely
could be fun.
possible- It's entirely possible it's someone using an alias or a disguise. Could be using a rumor to generate fear. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard of someone doing something like that.
What would there be gain by having a being hunting the swampland? Keep people inside the city?
It could be a story made from the church to keep people from trying to run.
A mix of keeping people in the city and keeping people out of the swamp, most likely.
Mm-hmm. As for
Honestly,
who
I
would-
wouldn't be surprised if we found that this stitched man could be an ally of ours.
It's also
Could be.
entirely possible it could simply be a monstrosity stalking the swamps. There's no way of knowing.
I doubt it's gonna happen, but somehow I'm just like, we're gonna go out to look for this guy, and AJ he's just like, oh crap, I didn't think they'd actually go check.
Hmm. With AJ, I doubt that because, as he says, he spends hours planning things out, and knowing him, he has multiple spreadsheets
He
of things.
actually expected
Probably
me
at
to
the
throw a
least.
bomb in the water, so.
Yeah, it's probably at least an encounter of some kind. But. So,
Now, whether I have maps for that right now,
We'll find out.
Next time on
Dragon Ball Z.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, I know. We're in our GT arc right now.
Oh god, imagine if Palius and Arya fight was just the two screaming for like 10 minutes before they actually finally did something.
No, we're GT. Pelias got turned into a child.
Ah, yeah. Ah, yes. Dragon Ball. The only show that can get away with making 10 minutes into an hour and a half.
Yep.
Dolly and Just Chiggins in the background. Boom para para. Boom para para.
Boom papa.
Oh no.
Toma, you say that, but I'd like to say the longest arc of GT, the GT of Super, the Tournament of Power, 48 minutes in real time, like in their time.
God.
48.
So-
The only thing that bothers me, like, it'd be one thing if they were, like, fighting the entire time and they were just moving faster than normal people could see, but they talk for most of it.
They're also talking faster than people.
There's a whole question of, oh, it'll explode in 5 minutes, but then you time and
You
it's
know
like,
what a minute is?
Anyways.
60 whole seconds. Also, Flo, there was one other thing we checked up on was the Silvertide Trading Company. Did you happen to learn anything about them while you were there?
Not much, other than that they're one of the major shipping companies in this area.
Alright.
I did get I can't confirm it, but it was just a feeling, a suspicion that they might be hiding something.
They're
What this-
probably working with the church, if I had to imagine it. They ship for everyone, it would only stand to reason they would have good relations with them. The
They-
Bitter Blacks seem to be more of a private organization.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the current owner is a tabaxi named Ebnel.
who recently took position there.
Ah, that is what Zedric actually said. It's
Could
a
be leverage.
third generation owner.
So their
Mhm.
grandparent was the one who originally struck a deal or started the business.
Believe so, yes.
He's young and probably inexperienced. It could be a point of leverage for us if we wanted to get additional information, but it would be difficult, I think, to gain any sort of information on the church out of him without raising suspicions. If I had to make a suggestion, if we absolutely wanted to know what they were importing for the church, I recommend trying to find some sort of ledger or something
be-
that could give us that information without raising any alarms.
Are we about to social engineering a business owner?
Once just a thought. I don't know how difficult it would be to track them down, but don't we know people who are rather good at getting their hands on shipments mid-route?
Okay, one issue with that. Your boyfriend will never allow them back in this city.
Yeah, they're gone.
And they
Yeah,
weren't
they've
very
left
good at it.
town, is what we told them to do specifically.
been-
Yeah.
Yeah, they are gone.
It's been a
I'm
day
pretty
or
sure
two.
if we-
They're
I'm pretty sure if we find them in the area again and let anyone know about it, they'd just be dead.
yeah,
What
we
a
would
bullshit
break
man.
our contract, which means that we're fucked. And
Mhm.
That's fair, but I guess the
They were
general
5,
idea,
now
if
they're
we wanted
2.
to try to keep our hands a bit more clean. Just a thought.
We're speaking about dismantling an entire religion in a town.
It'll probably take more than that.
I think, as of right now, the ledger and the swamp is probably our best bet.
Hey, history check from anyone who's thinking about the Silvertide.
Okay.
Probably
I'll
most of
attempt
us.
it since
I wasn't, so.
That's a 4.
18.
You're
What I
still
was
Gamerly.
X.
oh, damn.
what I was in fact thinking about was
Public.
what
There we
if
go.
whatever this is in direct competition with the pig cult and destroying this helps them somehow.
Anything's possible. Lesser of two evils.
Oh,
Now, Kat
Hmm.
and Dahlia. Flora's been making alcohol, and that's beyond ready now. If you wanted to have another pretense of shipping something to somebody,
Hmm.
and you know
Hmm.
someone who buys things, you want to talk to the owner of the company.
The company.
Yeah.
No.
So real quick, are we trying to sell this to MNL, or are we trying to sell this to the Bitter Blacks?
Well, I think the
Ah.
idea was to go through MNL to try and get a meeting with them under the pretense of selling alcohol and shipping it through them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's fair.
I do think that it would have to be probably Flora other than Dahlia to do that sort of interaction, considering Dahlia's already gone in and under a different pretense.
Yeah, but
You
Dahlia
could
can
definitely go in with you're the business mind. I just make the product.
Alia, aren't you the most senior member of the Far Wide Guild?
She
Plus
points.
the
She
fact
points
that
to
we-
Scrap. Technically, he was here
Right.
before any of us. He blew up the building.
Hi.
Scrap's
The only-
business sense,
But go on. I
better
can
than-
listen to hear you praise me.
I say the only one here who's not an immigrant is Scrap.
Scrap, how's your business sense?
I mean, I know how to run a shop.
Do you think you could convince someone that you were there to iron out the details on a consistent shipment of alcohol to potential buyers within the city? And take a long time doing so.
I can ask a lot of questions.
That would do it.
Why?
Because Dahlia is probably a bit sneakier than you, and she might be able to sneak off and find something like a ledger or something useful. Have her accompany you. You're both the most senior members. Maybe go with Flora as well for extra backup.
You want me to go in as an invisible?
You could. You could simply ask to use the laboratories or something. Once you're in the meeting, ask to be excused and do some snooping. You would probably be the best fit for the job, if I had to guess.
Not sure how I feel about being called sneaky, but okay.
You made me unseeable.
Yeah, you can literally disappear, Dahlia. That's
Yes.
pretty sneaky.
If you
It's
can
a
do
lot
that to
better than what
myself.
most of us can do.
Yordrick stands out like a sore thumb. I'm almost as bad. Scrap has to be the one to be talking business, and
I'm
Flora
also very
might
loud.
be decent.
I just
Exactly.
take orders.
My feet are very wide.
There's another joke to be made there, AJ.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But considering he's a turtle, yeah.
I can try.
So our current plan is to wait for an invitation to speak with the matriarch, but
They-
also to go and
In the meantime, I suggest we check out the swamp first.
Yeah, they did
since-
say that that to book an appointment could take up to 2 days.
Correct.
Oh,
Did you
They said
try
a
to...
day.
well, we should probably still book an appointment and also inform the Bitter Blacks about us booking an appointment so that it doesn't conflict with whatever they're setting up.
True. I mean, if we're gonna have them as our allies, we should probably trust them.
If we trust them completely, we could inform them to our true intentions.
It
Well,
sounds like you might have.
Considering they're propositioning us to participate in a little bit of intrigue and potential regime change.
well, Palius, how do you think I obtained the meeting?
I think you obtained the meeting through social engineering, but that's just my take on it.
I did also inform them that we very much intended to figure out what was going on here.
So, you do more than
And
just
stop
follow
it.
orders.
Well, I guess they made me a commander for some reason.
I've got it. The next time we receive a sending from someone in another city, we ask them what places the people in their company like to go eat for lunch.
Now you're
Flora-
thinking like a business.
I say tomorrow. In the early morning. Dahlia and perhaps Scrap can go and set up a meeting with the traders, and perhaps me and or Flora can go speak with the Bitter Blacks as to inform them of when you, Dahlia and Scrap, you want to set up this meeting.
So just so that I fully understand what I'm supposed to be asking questions about, we're attempting to sell Flora's alcohol to the Bitter Blacks, allegedly, right?
And across
Either
the
to the
city.
Bitter Blacks or anyone
Or-
within the city.
Yeah, anybody who might be interested, any taverns within the area. We're basically attempting to set up a shipment to
Alright.
the city.
Alright, I've already got enough questions to buy us like 45 minutes.
Perfect. And we may not even be dishonest with this, Flora. If you plan to keep your craft up and the regime change is successful, it could prove a very profitable venture. So,
It's not wrong.
Imagine she's had a few drinks out of the bottle at this point, so she's just gonna be like,
I'm gonna need one
I
of those
have always
bottles.
wanted.
That's not her
We can-
alcohol. That's one she picked up.
assuming Dahlia doesn't get caught, of course.
She can get out of debt.
Do we have any of Flora's bottles with us?
I don't think so.
No.
No, they're
Because
all
she was
being.
making
They're all at
them.
home being made.
Yeah,
We
they're
have any-
aging.
They're
Do we have
aging.
anything that could pass for one of yours? Because they're gonna want to know what it tastes like before they even bother.
That's a
Right.
question for the DM because there's a little tidbit in my backstory that might help with that.
Remind me?
Okay, what was it? Notable. No, not notable NPCs. It's the whole rival ally thing.
Send it to me, because I don't remember.
We can always pay for express
Wait.
shipping.
So
This particular person in my backstory that I did something for while I was working for them.
Palius might pick up that Scrap is maybe a little better at running a business than it sounds like he is because he's downplaying it, because he's clearly anticipating questions that they're going to ask him and trying to find solutions to.
No, Palaeus is willing to give you that. He knows you're a clever individual. Like, he already thinks highly of your intelligence.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you saying they'd be in Illyria or back home?
They'd be in Illyria.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Might take, I don't know, a week to get here.
Hmm.
It
Uh,
would be an example of her work, essentially.
To be honest, we may not need an example. I mean,
Well,
They could just want the business.
if the man had to sample every good he transported, then he'd be a dead one, I'm sure.
the fact that we don't have an example, though,
Might
does
hinder
show that
us,
we're
yeah.
not prepared.
Fair point.
It's not necessarily that they even need to taste it, just the fact that I can offer one is enough.
True.
Now-
I mean, you
Cat-
could play it off as
Well,
the fact
question.
of after seeing the town, we're interested in starting the business and starting the
Cat.
process by talking
Yeah.
to them.
I will tell you, with that, if you're willing to basically say, call in all the favors for this person, you can get it there in a day and they'll have it flown to you.
Oh.
Damn.
But
Hmm.
then they never want anything to do with you again, outside of being friends.
Right, but the thing is like, because the way it's written is that her basically calling in the favor of, I'm ready to take credit for this.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like a character thing that you really want to do, I'm totally down for it, but I don't think we absolutely need a sample to get this done, to pull this off.
I don't
No,
think we necessarily. need-
If all we're trying to do is buy them time, I don't need a sample, but if we are in fact trying to sell stuff here, Scrap would prefer to have one on hand.
I mean, it would be better, but I don't think it's
Well,
a true game changer
What
depending
you-
on how good
real
it's-
quick.
Like I said,
But
Flora would have had a moment where this was being brought up that at some point she would have interjected the conversation of she's always wanted to own. I've always wanted to own a bar.
Well, you're not going to own a bar
Or
here, because
tavern.
it's not in the same city as our guild.
No, but if I can get my product out there, it might help
Make
me
money.
procure some investments and make some money. And she's just gonna kind of start drowning off as she takes another drink. Maybe actually retire someday.
I want to leave you guys.
Oh my god.
No, she
No,
would just
she's
stay
thinking
back
like
at the-
long term. She's like dreaming now.
We just make a bar in the guild, and that's just where
Dahlia's
we
gonna.
turn the guild into like a guild hall with a bar.
She basically just gave a bit of her actual, like, she just opened up to you guys just a little bit.
Guys, hear that? Hopes and or dreams.
Real quick.
Okay.
Hang on, please.
Broden.
Dahlia. I'm not sure if anyone else besides Flora and Dahlia know how to make alcohol.
Okay, list off your proficient tools, people.
I can make things that people drink.
But is it alcohol?
Like,
I only
I
do
can make stuff
man.
to transport your shit.
Okay. Forget I
I will
asked.
say, Scrap could make, like, medical alcohol,
Yeah.
like pure ethanol.
I could.
My literally only proficient tool is brewer's supplies.
Dahlia, the
That's all I
business.
got.
Dahlia, the businesswoman she is, and has owned a tavern/bar, turns over to Flora and grabs her and goes, "Wait, think about it. You are currently sleeping with one of the largest sugar refineries in the country. What is one of the main ingredients for creating alcohol?"
Water?
No, she's gonna take another drink and look at Dahlia with like wider eyes. Sugar.
You can
Is it?
start. Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God, sugar is
That is-
essential for
yes.
beer.
Coming from the person who actually makes alcohol
I mean-
at home.
I know
Sugar.
of honey. I just didn't know if there was.
Yeah.
I guess honey is just.
Dahlia's
What
going to
needs
put.
eat sugar.
Dahlia's gonna put her arm around Flora and just kind of walk her through the room and like doing the whole thing, like imagine it, and go, think about it. If you and him were to get hitched, you with a dig now into one of the largest industries in this area. Not only do you have a foothold as one of the more prominent ladies of the area, but you would also have a great resource instead of some of the finest and best sugar for your
Are you
brewing
guys-
empire.
Are you guys still in the same room as yourself?
Oh yeah, like we're at this point. Dolly's just like the business part of her's taken over. Like
Yeah.
Dahlia went from like I don't like this guy to I'm shipping you.
to
110%
money eyes, just lit up in her eyes. It went,
Yes,
wait a
okay.
minute.
Thoma, I'll say as a chemist, you would know the way alcohol is made is yeast digests sugar, and
Mhm.
this is what comes out of their digestive system.
Dolly is pretty much
Scrap Scrap
Flip.
raises a finger. I would like to interject that if that's the only reason you're marrying someone, it's not a good one.
Yeah, no, like I'm gonna look at Dahlia and be like, I do see where you're coming from, but
I mean, you like him for
I'll
more than the
admit-
sugar, don't you?
Joke.
Quick, the drums.
Money.
small moment of silence. Yeah, I kind of do.
Well, then just see where it takes you. Think about it. If it works out, you have a sugar empire. If it doesn't, no loss. We'll just make our own sugar, make a sugar empire.
We do have a bunch of bees back home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I love it when they actually start planning things out.
Yordrick, how does this make you feel?
Above game, I'm just laughing because, like, oh yes, we're very serious situation about town being taken over by.
Money.
Oh God!
Oh no.
But also, what can we do to take
But-
power and money?
But how can we profit off of this situation, really?
Yeah.
Revolutions need funding, Yordrick.
That is
I'm
true.
just saying, if they have kids, he's a literal sugar daddy.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh.
Damn it.
I'd like to leave the campaign now. Can Yordrick just die?
No,
This is a very
Oh,
disgruntled.
man.
I had to stop the joke so the plot can continue.
Yeah.
Strategy.
But jokes and
Flora's
possible-
favorite joke becomes no. My husband's a very sweet man.
Okay.
Uh,
Either way, love him or not,
Regardless
it is
of
something
the
for you to think
possible-
about, even for just a business deal.
Yes.
Dahlia's great aside, do what you want with your own love life. But at the very least, setting up a deal with the city, potentially with the Bitter Blacks, regardless of your romantic entanglements, may prove very profitable in the future, if we are successful here.
From the sound of it, his family would agree to it if it's profitable.
Quite possibly, yes. But
Again,
that's
I don't
something
think
to
it's a good
consider.
reason, but it's a reason.
It shouldn't be the only reason, but I'm not going to lecture you on how to live your life.
Oh, I
Yes,
am. You suck.
Sorry.
I don't
above
agree
game,
with
I
you.
had-
How dare you?
Okay, let Flora respond.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Above game, I was like, I had half a minute where I wasn't paying attention because the kiddo
okay.
came in to give hugs and kisses goodnight.
Aw.
Adorable.
But can he make his own TV dinner?
He did pretty good tonight.
We're
He did
getting
good.
there.
But yes, Adelia, I think that's an amazing idea. At the very least, let me call in a favor
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can't get a sample of something I made a few years back that might help with this business opportunity.
All right. Can you do me one favor though?
What's that?
That tone of voice has a problem. in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just sign this?
there.
What do you hand her?
Does she look at it or does she sign it?
I'm gonna look at it. I'm only like a quarter of the way into this bottle.
It is a piece of paper that is a disclosure that it was her idea and that she will take 5% of all profits gained from this business venture.
Dahlia taxes.
The Dahlia.
Heck of a friend right there.
Right? I'm just gonna look at this and then hand it back to her and go, you know what? I commend you for trying.
If you put the bar in my guild hall, I'm getting money off of it.
Of course. The profits will be shared. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't even be here now as it is, so.
What do you think you'd
You would
be?
have died many times.
Well, she also maybe wouldn't have
Oh.
been in those situations without us anyway.
True.
It's true. Never mind.
Hey, what were
That's
you
the
doing
alternate
before all
future.
this?
Bartending?
Insight check. I'm not. You hesitated so much on that, like,
Go ahead.
Blaze like briefly opens his
15.
mouth before closing
Yeah,
it again.
no, she's telling the truth.
Huh. Ironically, so was I.
She straight up, the hesitation was, she's not proud of it.
I was in the war. Sure, give me another beer.
Yeah, Blaze was gonna say, wasn't she? Didn't she say she was a commander? But he didn't actually say it. Thinking,
I'm just gonna
oh
look
wait,
at
that's
Dahlia.
a war. Fucked up things happened in that.
Dolly just
gonna-
genuinely looked at you like, it's weird that we were both bartenders before all this.
You know,
I had
I
a
think we
nickel for
might
each
have more
time
in
one of my-
common than we realize.
We'll have to explore that idea sometime.
All I can say is, once you get out of the military, there's really not much for you.
Topical.
I mean, maybe not in your country.
Stories for other times.
Indeed, we have a church to overthrow, it seems.
More like a
But,
cult.
yes, AJ, I'm going to make the decision to call in that favor.
Okay, yeah.
I want credit for that. And
This person, will just basically tell you, I'm gonna keep making it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, they're saying this the next day and in the return letter.
Right.
They said,
She
I'm
would
gonna keep
send-
making it. I'm not paying you anything.
Right.
But
She
you
would
have your
actually she would have Dahlia like sit down with her with sending this letter and come up with like an agreement with this guy of he can make it, but she's got the rights to it and whatever. So basically royalties and stuff. If we're really
Oh,
gonna get into the whole taxes and
Wait, what is
I mean,
it?
if you'd like to, but I say original favor of because you're reneging on it all after so long.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna keep making it for free. He's not gonna pay you.
As long as she gets the rights and gets credit for creating it.
Yeah, but as you'll see no money off this, but yes.
Okay.
What
as
did
long
you
as she gets
create?
original
What are
rights.
you talking about? What am I writing?
Booze. You fool. What else?
No, it's a new brand of cart.
Mm.
It's faster.
Let's see, just off the top of my head, let's go with a very robust apple cinnamon mead.
And
That
yeah,
sounds
no,
pretty nice.
that I'm marking the next day on the calendar. The very next day,
I want to try it.
a hippogriff comes out and basically lands a small barrel.
Small barrel. That's enough for
Yeah.
a couple of bottles.
Flora, your package is here.
1 keg, sport.
1 keg. Awesome.
It's quite a bit in the keg, to be honest with you.
Yeah, basically a bellhop brings it up to your room, but yeah, you guys saw a hippogriff out the window in the early morning.
Yordrick is just standing by the window with a coffee. Huh. Closes the blinds.
Not today.
Gosh damn.
I'll,
Flying bird.
165 12-ounce bottles in a keg.
What the shitballs?
I ain't
It's a
carrying that.
lot. I guess I can help transport it to the meeting.
Oh
and
wait.
maybe stay
No,
by
I'm
just in
sorry.
case things go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
well, if I know the guy, then it's been aged in this barrel.
83 bottles you
One-
can make out of that.
15.5 gallons. 124 glasses. 165 12-ounce bottles.
Ooh.
There's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, it is.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think because both in and out of
Oh.
game, I don't know.
Sorry,
165 12-ounce. Yeah,
No,
that's a lot.
that's a
No,
full
that-
barrel. You get
Yeah,
about
yeah,
half
yeah, yeah.
that.
So I don't
Yeah,
know who you got this from, but you might want to test it to
So-
make sure that it's up to your standards because
I'll test
you don't
it.
want to screw you over.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and actually we'll look for some small like I'm imagining those hotel like plastic cups.
hmm
They're not plastic, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's those fancy.
Little tasting like tasters. You know how you get has anybody ever been to like meaderies or wineries? You get
Yes.
those flights with the little taster glasses?
Yep.
Yeah.
The one time I've gone to a wine place was the day I was turning 21, and they wouldn't give me anything.
It was
Oh.
it was cool seeing what Toma
I-
got when we were at.
Yeah, I got one of those flights when I went to the Ren Fair with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
it was
I
awesome.
love. Mm-hmm. So
All
yeah,
right.
that's basically the amount that I would give everybody to taste, and I'll go ahead and taste it myself and make sure that it is exactly what I made.
Yes.
Awesome.
And hidden detail. This is from your original batch. Soda's been aging since your deal was started.
Ooh. It's not that old, but it's got
Got some wrinkles.
roughly about 3 years on it.
I can taste it.
That's 5.5 30 racks.
Yep.
So is the stuff you're making back at the guild this kind of stuff, or is it different?
No, it's different. Remember, I was trying to use the blueberry bushes in the yard. I was going for a blueberry flavor.
I'm going to have to make it clear that this is a limited run until we can make more of it. How long does this usually take to make something like this? Because you said it had 3 years on it.
It's been aging for about 3 years. It would take roughly 6 months to make.
No. I'm calling that 6 weeks. So you can actually use it in game.
Okay, 6 weeks. That's not too far off. If you want to make a lower alcohol content mead, then you're looking at anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. The higher alcohol content ones are going to take.
All I'm
2
going to
3
say
months.
is that you're a wizard, and there are people in our hometown who have a brewing business that
Mhm.
probably know some tricks to speed up the process with magic.
Yeah.
Not just that. Broden and I once made a brewery in an actual game, and we had to have it sped up, or else it would have been pointless.
That's
Yeah.
who I'm talking about.
Pocket
Yeah,
dimension.
no, I
yeah.
understand speeding it up. I'm just going off of, like I said, I'm going off of real life when I've made my meads. It's
Dahlia's a talking bonfire, and Yordrick's a bipedal turtle. The manga's made for kids, except the premise.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so I mean, even IRL, you can make a mead in 6 weeks, but it's probably only going to have about an 8 to 10% alcohol content. It's going to be the more of a day drinking type of mead because it's going to have lower alcohol content. There's going to be
sad.
It's going to be sweeter.
I will also remember you guys have golden apples, which are pretty much Garden of Eden level shit.
That's what we've already. That's what's currently going.
Oh, I didn't think you used the golden apples.
No,
yet.
Dahlia
Yeah,
and
we used a couple
Flora
of them.
rolled together for that.
You need to figure out how to go to a Ren Fair or something this coming year and just like bring some mead with you.
Everyone meet up for the Ren Fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Cat, come to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
Let me go to Ren Fair in Pennsylvania. Just bring some of my mead with me.
Fuck
I
yeah. I'm
will
coming to
I will
Pennsylvania.
say that there is a Ren Fair in Maryland that is probably closer for everyone.
It's possible.
Me.
It's
Broden
possible.
and I
We can
go
talk
as a
about it
pair.
after game.
Yeah, because Broden and I go as a pair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way.
I might actually try to go with y'all if
So
y'all
we have
go.
alcohol.
Conversation for after game.
Yes, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
you have one alcohol.
Cool.
So we've got the
Indeed.
sample.
We got the cellars.
We got a whole barrel.
So we should probably go either set up the meeting to you know what? Honestly, let's just go to the swamp today and then set up the meeting afterwards, because that way we can make sure we're ready and prepared and like cleaned up and everything for
Yeah,
the.
but it's
We
gonna
could
take 2
Get
days.
an appointment on our way through,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to the swamp and
Right, but
come
what
back
if-
and be ready for our appointment.
What if
we
we're in
get
the
lost
swamp
this
for more than
for
one day
too
due
long?
to
What's the
things we
point?
did not assume?
I will say in 2 days it's Festivus.
Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe we'll want to just wait until after the holiday, anyways.
Then we'll do it in
That's up-
3.
Yeah.
I say that's a good idea. Not like the booze is going anywhere. These rooms are ours permanently. We've got a safe place to store it, and we don't know how long the swamp's going to take. So
Okay. Well, then
We
let's
might all die in the swamp for
let's
all we
go.
exactly, Flora may die, and then there's no point.
know.
Probably just
I
gonna
know.
take over the business.
Yeah.
She probably would.
Giant cigar, puffy jacket. Ah, it's good to be queen.
And those are just for quackers.
Yep.
The only problem would be that Dahlia probably doesn't know how to make that specific brew.
Yeah.
Nope.
She
and I've
could
got the
figure it
paperwork
out.
on me for the rights to it.
If you're dead, who cares? I have the
Your
papers on me.
body
Oh
doesn't-
god, I got eaten by an alligator. Well, those papers are gone.
So we're going
you're-
to...
The swamp.
Yeah, I guess we swing
As
by the
you-
market. Just
Yeah,
you need to have
just-
more
I'll
stuff?
say-
Before we leave, I'm gonna look at Dahlia. Let's just take a bottle of this with us. Just
she
yeah,
just she,
I have an exact list of what is in brewer's tools, and it has a funnel and a siphon.
Can one of you explain to me what the deal with dipping wine bottles into wax is?
We'll get to it.
we'll get
Later.
to it later.
Yeah, so your appointment will be set for the 19th of the Desert Moon.
Okay.
That is in 3 in-game days. Because right now it is the 16th.
Okay.
There's 3
so the
in-game days
19th is
later.
the day after Festivus. Yes.
All right. So
Let's go.
while we're on our way, Festivus, who is tackle?
Look to you.
Looks to you.
Looks at Scrap.
Dahlia pleadingly
Perhaps
looks
sips a
over the
drink and
strap.
Doesn't look at anyone.
Quackers looks at Dahlia.
You traitor.
Too.
Household?
All I'm gonna say is if you guys try and wrestle me, I'm not gonna make it easy.
You're not supposed to.
All right. Well, I guess it's either me or Scrap.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Flip a coin?
Strap, are you gonna blow up?
If you make it me, you're acknowledging that I'm the head of the household.
He's got a point.
Mhm.
I get a minute head start.
That's fair.
Whackers nods.
Looks to everyone else. 1 minute head start seems fair.
You're not supposed to run away. You realize that if we don't end it, we just continue
No, but I
having
can
to do
barricade myself somewhere. Fuck.
I would
Yeah, and then
love
we're gonna
break-
miss this meeting that you care so much about.
The Festivus doesn't end.
The holiday
This might be
keeps
something we
going.
just take head on, Dahlia.
We'll get.
Hey, what
to it
Dahlia
when we get
does,
there.
Dahlia does. She is head of this household.
I mean, we could
You
have
all
a battle
acknowledge
royale
it.
over it.
Her authority will not be revoked.
You had
Now
deemed
that
her
you
the
all-
monarch. Congratulations.
I just thought of a funnier thing. You ask who's the head of the household. Yorda just looks to Quackers.
We all look the Quackers. He looks up to Dahlia, not wanting him to deal with it.
Fuck.
Frickin' Morty's. He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, just
Yeah, no. Dahlia now has the authority to send you guys all to your collective bedroom without dinner.
But it's all the same room.
Just a collective bedroom.
You know, honestly, our digs here are better than the ones back in Illyria. We gotta change that.
Hey, they're building the new building.
God, we're broke.
The,
Yeah,
the
so we-
difference is we don't own this building.
Now, tell me,
I'd
as
like
you
to
are
point out we're not
walking
technically getting paid for this
Okay.
whole arc.
No, we've been paid a few times.
aside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, anyways.
Question: you are wandering out into the swamp. I need to know your exact intentions.
I think we were gonna go ask.
Rather than just gonna
Ooh.
start walking straight.
I think we were gonna go ask the
I-
swamp lady, weren't we?
Yeah, let's go
Did
talk
we-
to the swamp lady.
Didn't we already do that?
We didn't.
Well, we didn't go ask her
Yes.
about.
anyone in else
Possible.
besides in there.
I thought we
Mhm.
did.
Did we?
We did talk to them. We just didn't get any actual. We didn't ask certain questions that probably could have been asked then, but we didn't think to.
Well, are we going to go wander in the swamp, or are we going to talk to swamp lady?
Yeah, because I do not know.
I
would
think
say at
swamp
the
lady
very
would be a good start,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe she knows where the Stitch Man is.
Mhm.
maybe.
or at least the rough area of where
Shit
the
may happen.
quote air quote legends
Yeah.
come from.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we go to swamp lady then.
We try to
we're gonna
find
go-
swamp.
We're gonna go hunt the fucking cryptid.
The Mothman knocked over my recycling bottles.
I like how we initially
came.
came here to stop a, like, horrible cult church thing, and now we're hunting cryptids.
Imagine
in
if
the-
first
Hey.
day we just walked into town, kicked open the doors of the temple.
Hey, you guys are in a very interesting place almost.
Man, crazy. There's like things happening here, guys. It's so weird.
This serves as a more than a location for a single quest.
Guys, you ever think it's
We're-
weird how we go to places and like things just kind of happen there?
We're
That's so-
gonna get back to the town and Terry's gonna be like, "What happened? Where did you go?" And we're just gonna go, "We overthrew a religion."
Yeah, we kind of started a coup.
God is dead. God is dead, and we killed him.
Well, one of them. Well, at least it said it was.
Killed the demon
So-
god. Started a coup. Flora got laid. We found
A lot.
Like- a lot of things.
And we decided to pick up a white dragon egg on the way back.
Elias got his ass
The
kicked.
only part of that Terry heard was Flora got laid, and he just looks at Flora. Nice.
Nice.
Chelsea
So as
got
you, I will need this again. This is the more you do it, the lower the DC gets. But I will need a navigation to get to Soup Granny, as this swamp tends to want you to get lost,
Dolly will assist
I will
whoever.
tempt survival.
The fuck is this?
like
Avatar?
an avatar.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, like an avatar.
Mhm.
At advantage,
No
go.
one-
You see your own insecurities, except for Scrap. He's doing great.
And AJ, this is the next day, so we did get a long rest, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yordrik will
You're
attempt
doing a lot better.
survival.
Your bruises are starting to go away.
I mean, if anything, yeah,
Yes,
they worked their
15.
Okay, 15. Yeah, I will say that is enough to get you to Soup Granny's house without any deviation.
Nice.
And as you walk in, you see this woman tired with your books laid everywhere on her table.
Aw,
Finally. Entertainment.
I'm glad she liked it. You know, I was thinking of bringing
Does
her
the
like.
chessboard look like it's been used at all?
Yes. It's in the middle of a game. White is 3 moves away from winning.
I've been thinking of also getting her like one of those little pottery wheels, because swamps have a lot of clay in them, and
Honestly, I'd be rather entertaining.
What are you gonna do, recruiter?
no.
We already have one of those
Her-
clay
Her
fuckers.
and chickens?
I ship it.
No, Soup Granny doesn't want commitment.
No, she doesn't. She's
She's
past that.
I am a free spirit.
Yeah, she's past that.
That's why she lives in a swamp.
No, I was gonna gently nudge her. Hello?
Maybe she does fake karate hands.
Hi.
Why are you here so late at night?
Pretty sure it's like
Looks
9
outside.
a.m.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m.
It's morning.
Oh no,
Late morning, but
I forgot where I was in the book.
Oh no.
Well, she stretches. Someone help me get to breakfast.
Dolly will help her.
I'll do what
With
I
her
can.
With her back, sleeping hunched over a table is not good for it.
No.
And she goes to her eternal soup pot and begins to eat the breakfast.
Eternal soup.
Oh, eat turtle soup?
No.
no. Wait.
Wait. No.
He's just smiling and nodding. He consents. Says, what brings you to old Soup Granny?
We were just wondering if you knew if there was anyone else out here in the swamps, or any, like, legends?
Oh, I got a few neighbors out here. There's not many swamp dwellers. There's not many safe places to live, but we got our own little community.
Nowhere where...
It's rare you see each other, given the fact that it is dangerous. And there's the Stitched Man out there making folks disappear.
What is the Stitched Man?
And does it have anything to do with the weird music?
No, that's just in your head.
it has been rather
Every time we look back to her, she's just, like, there with, like, the harp, just killing it, like, oh, sorry.
You gave me this. She's gonna point to rolling. You, Palius.
Mm-hmm.
You there, boy, put some tea up, make some tea. There's stuff in the cabinetry. This is gonna be a bit of a story.
By all means. I will try to make tea as best I can.
I don't know why, but I'm just imagining the cabinets like the Flintstones stone cabinets.
Raw intelligence.
From me?
Yes.
Alright. 10.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't tea. This is hot leaf juice.
I can't believe a member of my own party would say that.
No, that's what Granny just said.
Look, I'm not a chef, really. You should have talked to Nully about that.
This will either cure my rash or lead to blindness.
Deadly poison. So, about 30 years ago, there was some young thinking man who lived out in the ruins of an old fort. No one knows where that came from, but yeah. He was a bit of an odd fellow. Real thin, long black hair and a weird raspy voice. He was doing experiments, you see. By the way, are you all sitting in, or are you just standing around like a bunch of schmoes?
I'd assume we're sitting.
Dolly is sitting, lean forward,
Yeah.
stars in her eyes.
Story time.
Yep.
Mhm.
They say he used to experiment on anyone who would get lost near his home, or it was unfortunate to be found helpless in the swamp. One day we just stopped hearing from him. We could never confirm what he was doing, but he was a pleasant enough fellow. They say he was trying to create life on his own. To understand the mortal form more than most ever have. One day he found himself on the wrong end of a swamp snake and... Well, they say all that's left of near his home is some sort of stitched man bringing people in to be experimented on for, I guess, what would have been its master. This is awful.
I'm not a chef.
Do you want me to try?
Please. Cook's tools.
Cook tools.
Or brewer's tools, either one.
Ooh. Which, intelligence or wisdom, or?
I would call this a wisdom check because you are well experienced in it.
I don't think it will matter then.
It's
Can
a
I
very
help?
low DC.
Alright, we'll just use cooking.
Because of who you are, the DC
16.
got low. Yeah, you actually made real tea, not hot leaf juice.
Harabani, an inn maker that doesn't know how to make tea?
Oh, it's good tea.
Better.
Yeah, we're still trying to teach him that. Anyways.
And what I was saying, no one has truly seen the stitched man and gotten a good look at him. It's the ramblings of those who got lost in the swamp. Sometimes the fog takes your sanity.
And what part of the swamp did you say that's in?
I ain't got a map,
Fair enough.
no landmarks.
General direction?
Well, if you saw an old ruin out there, probably around there. It's this old castle that he used to live in, more of a tower, really.
Well, that's at least a good landmark to look out for.
But they say if you hear some wordless muttering, it might be too late for you.
So he even has a calling card.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
That was trying to communicate. Yeah,
Hmm.
it could have been the old doctor gone mad.
It kind of reminds me of Brianna.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's... No, I'm thinking of someone else. Brianna was the dragon lady.
You know a dragon person? Oh, like a dragonborn, yeah.
No, lady who has pet dragons. Well, children.
Scrap looks like he was about to correct you.
But the miracles of birth are a mysterious one.
Aren't they? Hey, Flora, who's the person who literally makes... Like, they give us the skeleton that we made the suit for?
Lady, hang on. I know
Vivian?
this. Vivian, yes.
Wow, how did I remember
We-
that?
Knew it started with a V. I was trying to say like viola, and like, no, it's not a violin.
I wonder if she
Speaking
would
of,
know
I
anything
need to
like
write her a
this.
letter.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Maybe she would know stuff like this. It seems like up her alley. Well,
Is there anything else you need of me, kids? You've done good by me. You can consider me a friend.
I already do.
Has anyone bearing a holy symbol of another deity passed through here? Besides us.
You mean like ever?
I mean, relatively recently.
Oh, you're the first visitors I've had all month. The other ones were just some folks who tried to rob me. Didn't work.
Do you
They're in the
follow
pot
any
now.
deity?
I wouldn't say I'm a follower or even much devoted, but I recognize their importance in our lives. But I don't. It's a small cave, son. Not much room for God in this house.
I was trying to gauge to see if this was like a possible limit of the influence, but
You want to make a prayer?
I do
So-
not.
I do need to. I am very curious of why you're so concerned on the radius.
Just
Is-
because it'd be information to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether we can do anything with it or not, it'd still just be information to have for this situation.
Well, we can start pinging the god to say, hey, is this your influence area or is this another? Am I good or am I bad? How's my signal
Testing
looking?
Hot or warm? Tell me if I'm cold.
Instead of say, if you just feel a sting on your cheek of any of the word no.
Just a slap.
It's weakening. He can't touch my brain, only my cheek. Is there anything else I can help you children with?
No, not that I can honestly think of. We're trying to deal with a lot of things right now.
Usually my biggest annoyance is that Chiggins man trying to woo me.
I mean, he seems to be respecting your privacy currently.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I'm magic.
So have you ever met anyone that got away from the Stitched Man?
Well, like we said, it was all allegedly, and they were just a babbling fountain of nonsense. Some travelers, actually, but they ain't here no more.
So you
Most
would
of us
say
would-
it is not a good idea for us to try and find it.
Hey, it depends on what I don't know. It's local wisdom that if you see a strange man in a cloak just wandering in the swamps, it's best not to get yourself too involved. Just in case this is some sort of bugaboo.
Bugahoo?
Bugaboo.
Exactly. Oh, you know, it's the monster from Scary Godmother.
Exactly.
Trevor once saw the skeleton. Anyways.
He was in the closet.
So look
And
out
very
for
flamboyant.
Well, I guess all we can do now is try to look for that structure.
If that's what we feel we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there to do?
We have some time to kill.
Hey. Stop getting philosophical in my cave. It's too early.
Bear.
I guess now we have to decide, are we chasing our tails with this, or
I think it's
do we have a
curious.
reasonable lead here?
I think we'll have to find out for ourselves. We have a little bit of time to kill, I think. At least a couple of days.
Yeah, we got 2 days before you all tackle me, and then, you know, meeting.
I'll say it is the 4-hour mark if y'all want to stop.
This might be
Yeah,
a good place to
I
stop.
think we're.
I say we stop and next session we probably go look.
I think we're all a little tired too.
Oh, I'm fine.
I
Yeah.
can keep going if we absolutely.
I'm fine now.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I think
tired.
I'm at that point where it'd be like every 30 minutes check in.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, it was literally I woke up at 3 p.m. today. Whoa, and now
mean-
I'm fine.
Yeah, you did a message in the Discord at 4 a.m. last night.
I wasn't
Yep.
expecting anyone to respond to it.
I almost did when I woke up for work.
Folks, I have to do the closeout so Broden can edit.
I mean,
True.
it's. Are we stopping? Or?
I think we
Yes.
are, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
cool with
think we are.
stopping. Yeah, I think just
Okay, thank you all for tuning in. Remember to follow, like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. Watch where you're going in the swamp, and choose your role.